Good morning, good morning. I will give everybody some time because I didn't do a thumbnail. And nobody knows I'm live until you get the notification. So let's wait and see if you're going to get notified. I'm here. Good morning. Just giving everyone some time to get notified because it takes a few minutes. Some people don't get notified till like 10 minutes later. So, good morning to everybody. Tomorrow's the last day of shopping before Christmas. So, I'm going to have to head into the store to get a few things to add to the recipes that I didn't get in advance. Because, as per usual, good morning, Tammy, because I'm not prepared. Because I was told yesterday that I'm doing a meet. I was given 3 other things. Morning, what white side? I was given other things to make, and now I have to go to the store with everybody and their grandmother. Oh my gosh. How are your guys' Christmas plans going? Oh my god. I'm really not looking forward to cooking when I don't have my stuff in order. So, I will work on it today, get the rest of the ingredients, get it going. I did not do my Jamaican sorrel drink yet, but I drink that all year round, so I'm definitely going to probably do it tonight. Let it steep all night tomorrow. I can start bottling it up. Who you telling? I have to get a. I'm telling you. Yesterday, oh my god, I was gonna choke somebody. People are rude, rude, rude. I had to really hold my tongue. I went into the I went to do something, 2 things yesterday. I went to the drugstore because I had a wedding on Thursday. After the wedding, I realized there's some things that I should have in my toiletries that I don't have. I work from home now since the pandemic, so I don't really wear makeup that much anymore because I'm at home. So some of the stuff that I thought was okay was really done over expired, should not have been used. It's not even safe to put on your skin. Oh my god. So I got a few things yesterday. Morning Carbon, I decided to put on eyelashes for the first time in like 3 years. And the glue was not gluing and the glue was old. The glue wouldn't even open. I had to use my sister. You shouldn't share makeup, but my sister bought an eyeliner with glue in it. So when I was at the wedding in the washroom, I put on the eyeliner and stuck the lashes on. It was a hot mess. So, anyways, I bought some of my own stuff yesterday at the pharmacy. I went to the photographer to get some pictures taken because I didn't finish some things I should finish from last December. So I was like, man, what happened? Where did the year go? Who can I blame? Oh, me. There's nobody to blame for things not getting done in this regard but me. So now I had to go, get some stuff organized, got the picture taken. My car, something needs to be addressed. For the remote, I told you guys, does not. I hate these new cars. I really do. The key, it's a keyless entry. The key won't read. So I got to stand there sometimes for a few minutes until it reads the key. The ignition won't turn. I finally called the mechanic to see if he can fix it. The guy, well, it's the 21st, 22nd. They're not working. They're going to enjoy their 4 or 5 day weekend. So he didn't call me back. So hopefully Wednesday he can fix it. So that's a problem. So I had to park at a certain point to make sure that, anyways, it's a long story. I went to get my picture taken. These 2 guys were behind me. You get up in the morning, you know that something's going to go left and you have to just really bite your tongue. And they passed me, one on the left, one on my right, which gets under my skin. So you're flanking me like you're flanking a criminal. Good morning, Liz B. And then they cut right in front of me to go in front back to meet up. Then the guys open the door for themselves and let the door slam in my face when I'm like one step behind him. I'm like, you little bitch. Excuse my French. Sorry, Psalms. Oh, you just came in. I said, you little bee. And I just gave him the look. No, actually, I didn't give him a look. Another man was coming out and said, you damn rude wretch. I said something out loud and they must have heard me. I don't even care. They went to another door. I went to the door furthest from them to not even be near them. And then I watched him hold the door for somebody else, but he didn't hold the door for me. Yeah. Anyways, mean one, Mr. Grinch. I don't know if I'm the Grinch or these people are the Grinch, but there's some Grinching going on. Got the pictures taken, got the stuff at the pharmacy, and then I left. Went to get something else from the pharmacy. It's not in stock. Went to another pharmacy, got the thing because I did my own nails with the shellac, but the base coat is out of stock and I need another base coat. Anyways, it's been a hot mess, but it's been a good weekend. The wedding was nice. Actually, no, we almost didn't make it to the wedding. We carpooled to the wedding. Good morning, TLC. We were supposed to leave at 1:45 to get there for 3 because 2 people in my family have were in the wedding, involved with the singing and different stuff. Okay, cool. We get on the highway. The wedding's north, like kind of going towards the country. If you know Ontario, going past Barrie. Nothing up there unless you know somebody. All of a sudden, we're on the highway. I feel the car shaking and baking. Not my car, vibrating. All the lights came on. Engine light, this light, that 5 lights came on. I'm like, oh my God. Person's like, I got to pull over. I got to pull over. We pulled over on the highway on the 400. I decided not to wear a dress. I decided to wear trousers, like a tuxedo kind of style trousers with a whatever. So I was the best one dressed to kind of go check the oil, check this, check that, pretend like I know what I'm doing, fan dangling under the hood and seeing if something's smoking or catching on fire and saying, okay, looking up on my phone what these symbols mean. I'm like, well, I think we can maybe make it. Calling people to see who's coming on the 400 North to come to the wedding, if they can pull over and pick some of us up, because they need to be there on time because they're a part of the wedding and they need to show up. Anyways, we sat in the car and we pulled down a prayer. We pulled down the front. I said, God, I don't know which mechanic you have to send from the heavens, but this car needs to start. We need to get there. If we get there and can't get home, that's fine, but we need to get there. We put down some prayer in the car. Trucks are passing by, looking at us like, what are you people? Yep. And then they're all overdressed on a Thursday wearing the fancy gowns. And I'm just like, so the car started and it was kind of shaking. And so, I don't know, but we got saved in the slow lane. We got there. We got to the exit. So that at least if we got to the exit, this is the problem. Even if somebody came to get us, there's not enough exits for them to do a U-turn to come back going northbound. So you'd have to literally go back to Toronto to get a U-turn spot to come back north. And we were almost at the exit. An hour and a half to, man, unless we were going to cross 8 lanes of traffic. I don't know how that was going to happen. But I said, this is not a good spot to be on. We made it to the ceremony, thank God. Thank God. And we made it home. So we left on time. And then everybody else who was leaving knew that we were having car problems. So that if you see somebody pulled over on the 400, pull over. It's probably us. So we didn't have to pull over. And then the exit to come off on the way home to get off the highway to take the side streets was closed for construction. What are you constructing on Christmas? So we had, oh my God, we got home. We got home to my car for me to start my car to get going to go to my, oh my God. We made it, guys. We made it. I'm telling you, we made it. And the mechanic, we called the mechanic for that car. He ain't working until Wednesday because Christmas Day and we have Boxing Day as a holiday here. So he ain't looking at nothing. I said, well, can you look at the car and order the parts? Oh no, he's not working. So we're stuck here till pretty much Wednesday locally because I can't go far. Let me drop the link because today's about nothing. Another show about nothing. We're just chit-chatting, buying some time before I go on the road to get some more stuff for the recipes. Oh my gosh. What are your oh see the pharmacies over here are running low on a lot of stuff too. Well, it was mostly makeup. It was nothing, it was vanity, nothing of importance. Eyelash glue, concealer, stuff to kind of eyebrow pomade because yeah, we got ready and we didn't stock up on new supplies. You got to restock on your makeup if you wear makeup because you can't have things from 2020 sitting there and thinking you should put it on your skin. Wasn't a good combination. But we got there. It was nice. It was hype. The only thing is that the wedding was in a greenhouse, and the greenhouse staff didn't check the heat in all the places, and my section was freezing. Was free. Thank God I did not wear a dress. I wore like a suit kind of thingy thing, so it was warm enough. And then what happened at the something? Something happened. I don't know what happened, but somebody had an altercation with somebody. I don't know. We just kind of calm everybody down, try to calm them down to just, you know, deal with it another day. Don't deal with it now because it just make a bad look on someone's special day. So, you know, but I don't know what happened, how it started, but man, these young guys really don't have a good handle on their emotions, which we've been talking about for the last year. But yeah, it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. And then they start trash talking and saying stuff. And then the older men, not older, like people my age are like, yo, that they were gonna check the guy, which they should have checked him. But I said, this is not the time and place. Can we do it tomorrow? Can you go and hook up with him tomorrow and beat him down tomorrow? Can we not do the beat down here and now? Because it's kind of like it's a wedding, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not spoil the day. Let's just ignore it until tomorrow. And then my pretend nephew, he was talking to my sister and she told him about the pew pew. I'm like, why are you telling people I'm in business for? Anyways, he came and talked to me. He's in law enforcement now. So he asked me some questions and stuff. So we're actually probably gonna go to the range this week. He's trying to set up something at a completely different range. I never even heard of this spot. It's just as far as the other spot, but they have a nice range there. So hopefully this week I'll be going because his friend has a whole bunch of different kinds of pew pews that I can try. Because he asked me if I have one. I said no, I don't have one yet. I'm kind of waiting. And the laws keep changing over here, guys. Oh my god, it's changing a lot. So that's hopefully that works out. And then I know his dad very well. They have their license in Jamaica. I'm working on that. So that was actually a good conversation. So hopefully I can get the that licensing for Jamaica done soon. So that way, so that's really more my concern. Canada, yeah, whatever. Jamaica, yeah, you need to carry. Definitely need to carry, especially when you're at home at night, because you could end up being a sitting duck when they know you're not from there. And they perceive that you have quote unquote money. You're sitting duck for break-ins and robberies. So that's the main point. So they kind of gave me some information on that. So that's actually good. So we had a good conversation at the wedding about that. They actually for the bachelor parties took the groom he wanted to fire a machine, whatever it was, for he never did that before. So they took him to one and they did axe throwing, they did firearms and something else. So that was good. So we'll see. But what are your plans, guys? I know some of you are just laying low. I don't know. What's your plan, Sam? I think you're going somewhere. I wasn't sure. I think Carbon's staying home. I'm staying home, just immediate family only. But they want all this elaborate stuff. So we bought a turkey. We bought some stuff. And now they want me to cook a meat. So I'm gonna have to figure out if they want oxtail or goat. I don't know. So I'm gonna figure that out. I'm not doing any baking. I'm gonna just pick up a cake. I don't have. I'm gonna bake over the week, but I can't get it done before Christmas. So I'm not. Yeah, cleaning. I did some laundry already. I'm gonna clean some more. I didn't finish my planting for the WIG, so I'm gonna do that today. I have to go to the animal feed store because I don't think I have enough feed. I don't have enough for the new year, but I have enough to last for the week. But I want to get it over with today. Spending the day with the grands. Oh, that's nice. Hey, Miss D. And I think I'm gonna make the sorrel. I can probably put it on this afternoon. I have to make some juice because I told you guys my cousin was diagnosed with some C answer. Um and the more I hear from the kids, it's like what she was telling us is not an accurate picture, and it's actually quite serious, quite concerning. So I spoke to her Wednesday, and I told her, like, you need to get it together, because the doctor told her to eat a certain diet and she's not listening and doing whatever she wants to do. And I said, don't make the food take don't make the food take your life. Like, don't be so addicted to the food that you can't make these changes temporarily to give yourself a better chance. So we're making some juice for her. She's gonna drink them and start to be more. The doctor told her to go on a liquid diet for now to clean out her system, get herself on track, and then only have plant based. Even she said plant based, and no doctors don't promote that, but she did. And they want to start the treatment basically Bach Tuesday, because they should have started the treatment a month ago, but because of her behavior and stuff, they had to keep delaying. So I said, you better, on it. Then I found out that somebody else got diagnosed with something. I'm like, this is really, really a difficult time for people. So I don't know what's going on with her, but I'm gonna have to check her in the hospital. I just found out Wednesday as well. Church for me on Sunday, then hopefully laying low on Monday. Yeah, church tomorrow. I got a ham thawing in the fridge. We'll probably make pancakes for the family. Somebody asked me if I wanted a ham. I'm like, nah, I think I'm done with porky pig for now. If you want to eat it, go ahead. I love me some bacon, but I think I'm just kind of off it right now. Um, Chicken, fish. Um, if we're gonna have turkey. If they want goat or oxtail, yeah. But I think we're gonna. But usually we kind of cover the turkey with bacon, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go if we're gonna use it. Um, but that's what we're doing. I want to make that drink that Erica talked about last year that I still haven't. There's two drinks: a Haitian drink called cremas, which is like you put some condensed milk or something, and then the Puerto Ricans have a similar drink. So I have some of the ingredients. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, use the beef. Oh, they have beef. I haven't. Hey, Miss. Hey, Ghetto. So I'm gonna try that drink, cremas. And this year, the last month has been challenging, especially with the Airbnbs. Oh my God, there's a care everywhere you go. There's a Karen. Literally, there's been Karens all around. So we're gonna have to revamp, regroup, and just start fresh because this Karens man be Karening. Cosito, yeah, something like that. Cosito, and I'm gonna try that. 'Cause I do like creamy drinks, like Bailey's kind of thing. There's a recipe online on Instagram to make your own Bailey's, like a plant-based kind of one, which is not even that hard. So I'm like, I'm gonna try that as well because Bailey's is so damn expensive. Hey, Jegs, and take it from there. But it's gonna be real low key, real simple. Some people were like not upset, but like they want to meet up with family. I didn't really want to because it's like, hey, G Mama, I don't see the point. Maybe this is my Grinch coming out. I don't see the point of meeting up with people that you don't talk to all year long. They don't check for you, they don't check on you. Why am I going to go sit down and with people that don't even like, we don't even keep in touch just to say that we had a gathering? I don't see the point. They're like, well, it's only for 4 or 5 hours. Can't you do? No, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm tired. I'm sick of it, and I'm sick of you. I'm sick of it. I'm quite happy that we're not meeting up. I'm happy. I'm excited. Well, I don't want to fake the funk anymore. What do you think? Is it just me? Is it just me? Or is it across the board? Yeah, I don't want to fake the funk. I don't see the point of going amongst people and you don't even some of us keep in touch, but as a whole collective, nah, no. I think the ones that we keep in touch with are the ones that, I'll sit down and hang out with. But other than that, no thank you. No ma'am, no sir. And this week, I think Juicing with Jay had a celebration. I missed it because I had the wedding. And I believe Humble Stewards, Gina, and TT and Lydia did the prize for the bean challenge on Thursday. So I don't know who won. I didn't check the video yet, but they had that giveaway. Yesterday I was in RGG for a bit, but I fell asleep because I didn't sleep well the night before because of the wedding. So I got up early as usual on Friday, but then I went to bed early last night. Not just you, I feel the same way about my dad family, except for one cousin that I talked to. Yeah, the people that I talk to, I think you know, that's why I'm making my other cousin juice, because when mom was sick, she even before mom was sick, she always checked for my parents. She always sent food, not no little fanky food. I'm talking about like she would cook up food, steamed fish, escabeche, stuff like that. Spend her money, make sure that they had something special to eat. Um, Talk to her, chit chat with mom, make sure she's okay. The other lady, same thing. When dad had surgery, she came to the hospital. It's like, where are the other people? No, thanks. You can keep your damn meal or whatever. I don't need to spend time with you. I don't want to even be there. I got to a point I cannot fake. I can't even try. It's like, nah, I don't want to fake. I don't want you. I don't want to be here. Why are you so grouchy? It's not me, it's you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. Sick of you. Sick of you. So I was hoping that it would kind of not happen this year, and it didn't happen this year. Because some family is just like, and friends, not just family, friends, people, they're literally leeches. When they want something, they find you. They know you. Hey, Monique, they find you when they want something. Hey, Bayou Sugar. When they don't need something, you don't hear from them, and that's kind of like, you can't unsee something that you've seen. Once you see something and you see people for who and what they are, it's kind of hard to pretend like you don't see what they're about. That's where I'm having a challenge. Like, it's kind of hard to not know that you're a user, you're a blood sucking leech. You only know my number when you want something. There's nothing, we have nothing in common. Um, Even a few times this last 3 months, you get a message, oh, there's a this, there's a that, there's a birth, there's a shower. I sent a gift. I went online, clicked order the gift, delivered it to your house. And that was easier than to have a conversation. Send the gift, don't go to the shower, don't go anywhere. Just leave it alone. I just don't see the point. So that's what I've been doing. Staying away from people that just they don't give, they just take. That's all they do is take. So I just got tired of it. I'm sick of it. And everyone's like, "Oh, be the bigger person." I have been the bigger person for pretty much my entire life. I'm kind of sick of you and sick of it and sick of being big. I'm going to be the petty person. I'm going to be the Grinch. Um if all we share is blood and that's it. Yeah, exactly. It's just, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. It's going to be a quiet get together with just the immediate family, the extended family, not so much. There's some people we do want to see, but because of health challenges, they can't even do the drive. So we would have to drive to them, and I don't feel like we drove there last year, and then the person that could drive them, my cousin, is not always the most reliable person. So it's kind of like, forget it. You guys do your thing. We'll do our thing. If we can get up to them during this week and just pop in, we'll pop in. And I believe there's another stop I can make in that area to make it worth the drive. Yeah, we're enjoying a petty Christmas, a petty New Year, petty. Yeah, and that's about it. Um, there's some other cousins. We saw them because my aunt was here from Jamaica. And there's a couple of cousins that I don't there's one I don't talk to for sure. The siblings of this particular person, I guess, I'm not sure. We never had a actual conversation, I think they kind of like sided with her sibling, obviously, but now some of them are not really siding with the sibling because now they see that the sibling don't move right. Um, so they kind of talk to us now, and we're cool, ish, but not cool, cool. And they were welcome to come over to see the auntie and whatever. I'm not gonna stop someone from seeing people. That's not petty. That's just that to me is wicked. I'm petty, but I'm not wicked, unless you really deserve it. And the one that I don't talk to did some wicked stuff, and they're kind of seeing it now. So now they're not so upset that we kind of made a line in the sand. I've seen her in public. I've seen her. I had to go fight a ticket. It wasn't a speeding ticket. It was like a improper stop. So I'm at the courthouse to try to get the ticket lowered. She was there. I didn't say hi to her. I looked at her and I went, "Pff," and I did my whatever and sat somewhere different and just completely ignored her. Like, people think I'm joking. When I'm done with you, I'm done with you. If you fall down in front of me, I will call someone to help you, but I'm not really the one to jump and say, okay, I'm going to do CPR. No, I'm done with you. And there's always a reason. It's not just a random, oh, I'm being petty. There's a reason. So they kind of sided with her, but now they realized when she did some wickedness to them, all of a sudden they realized, oh, now we get it because they had to experience it. Person is wicked. So people like that, I don't stick around with. Family is like high school friends. You grow out of wanting to hang out with them once. Yep, that's what happened. So my godson came by and was talking. We were somewhere and we was talking. He's like, "Is the family gonna get back to what it was?" And I'm like, and I looked at him and I said, "No." And it's not that it can't get back to it was. The main point is that I'm not the person that I was. So the BS that I would have just overlooked before, I'm not overlooking it now. And I said to him, because he said his girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, her mother passed away. He goes, when her mother died, she changed. I said, I can speak to that. I said, I've changed. I'm not the same person that I was. That's for sure. Maybe I'm a little bit meaner. That could be true. He goes, she just it changed her, and she wasn't she it kind of put a damage on the relationship. I said, I can speak to that. I said, I definitely changed. Definitely changed. So maybe that's part of it too. So for it to go back to what it was would mean that I'm going back to what I was, which is not going to happen. So I said, no. Hey, Howie, season's greetings to you as well. Save your seats every year. Not petty. I actually, funny enough, I went outside today to let the chickens out and to check on them, give them their food. I ate some arugula from outside. There's spinach out there. This is December. It's was negative something this week. It's cold. It's not snowing, thank God, but it's cold. But it's been fairly mild. There's still food you can find outside to eat. Trust and believe. So this year will be about observing, and next year I'm gonna make some we call those things? Uh not greenhouses, those cold frame, whatever you call it, to put over the certain plants. I'm going to be growing more spinach, more arugula, even lettuce during the winter. Um, for sure. Oh, I ate some. It was nice and spicy. I loved it. It was I know some people don't like it, but I like the kick. And there's definitely some health benefits to that. So that's why I eat it. The bean sprouts be sprouting. The girls are eating them. They're laying their eggs. Learn your land. Yes. Happy New Year to you as well. Hey, Frugal Mama. Learn your, I'm telling you. Yeah, like a plastic high tunnel, but they call it a cold frame because and it's not going to be a tunnel. It's going to be like literally the size of a box just to put over the plants. It's not something that I can actually, like, it's not a structure, but just to put over the certain plants. Um, there's some people who actually have like quote unquote cold frame. So it's a raised bed, and they put old windows on top of it to let the light in, and it has that thermal energy. And this is somebody in Ohio and another person in Michigan that I watch. And they're growing lettuce and all their greens outside. Good morning, Lashes. Um, one second here. I've never tried arugula pesto. That sounds good, actually. I just eat it or I put it in my salads. Oh, you're in the bushes. Thank you. I've been in the bushes with you, Lashes, all week, so I didn't say nothing because I know it would be like back and forth with people in the chat. So I just say in the bushes. But I saw you making your breakfast. Um you're doing something else. You made your husband carrot juice. I was in the bushes. I was there, and I was in the bushes with superfood parents. But let me hold on. I think I missed some comments. Give me a second here. So I should try that arugula pesto. I have to plan better next year. This year was basically learning the yard and trimming back. Yeah, that was me this year as well, because I've expanded some things, and I'm trying to expand for spring in 2024, but I'm kind of not sure. Like I'm kind of sitting here and even now I'm lost. Like I'm not sure because I have a feeling that this year is going to be a transition year for me, and possibly maybe like relocating. I'm not sure. Nothing's in the works, but I have a feeling because it's something that's on my 3-year, 5-year plan, and I just have a feeling. So I'm going to be scaling things up, but in a way that I can easily take things with me because I'm not sure. Like I want to get some more chickens, but then I'll have to build something, and unless I can get something that's kind of quickly built up to add 4 more or 3 more hens. And I do want to get quail, and I want to try some new crops, but not really because I don't want to have to leave certain things behind. I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. So I'm trying to get things in order, get, my house in order, getting the garage cleaned out, throwing out stuff, getting things ready just in case something comes up and I want to maybe sell this place or maybe just rent it and relocate. I have to this week. I called the bank 3 times to make an appointment. They haven't even called me back. My last message was a bit rude. I said, I've called you 2 times. I've emailed you to make an appointment and you haven't even replied. So I said, what's going to happen next is I'm going to show up and I'm going to expect to be serviced. Let trust and believe. Because when I get ignorant, it's on like a pot of neck bones. I said, because I've called you to make an appointment where I can actually come in pre-scheduled and nobody's time is wasted and we can go through what we need to go through. So since I'm going to call some other banks, see whatever else they can do for me. Because my dad's like, yo, call other banks, get some other rates, maybe get a better rate. And that's what I'm going to do because I know how you're not calling people, and I'm your customer. And this is supposed to be VIP treatment. Anyways, I don't like the service. Denise, oh, I think Denise, speaking of obese Denise, it snowed a bit this week. And I like when it snows because when it snows, people can't hide their footprints. People and animals cannot hide their footprints. So I do like when it snows. So I saw quite a bit of footprints. I saw rabbit prints in the back, which doesn't bother me. She wants to nibble, that's fine because there's not much there anyways. Squirrel, damn right, I hate her. And those vibrating things seemed to be working a bit, but not so much because when it was overcast, they weren't recharging. So the squirrel was coming around, but now that the sun has been out, they kind of have left again. But the raccoon, I definitely saw raccoon prints. I saw where they were going all around the coop area, around the run, like curiosity killed them. Definitely was a skunk at the front. They dug up the lawn again when it was a little bit not frozen, but it's frozen now. So I kind of see where they're walking. The deterrents are working. They're not staying around. And I saw the footprints by a window on the shed area. So I have to go in there. It's locked, but I have to go in there and see if they breached anything. But they haven't been around, but they came around, which is weird because the deterrents are there. The radio is playing to kind of make them feel uneasy, but they're coming around. And no, she's not coming. Denise is not coming. I still have to finish cleaning out the apartment and bringing the garden over still. It's going to take over a year to finish this move. Oh Lord. I hope you can get done faster. Someone can come and help you, because the the longer it takes, the more it's more draining than just to get it over with. So I hope someone can help you, TLC. Line up the ducks. Yeah. Something I just have a feeling something's gonna shift. So I'm trying to get things in order. Get things in order. Yeah, the bank. Oh God. They make me sick. They really make me sick. Hey Gina. Um, oh, you're in the streets? I should be in the streets, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm not happy with the bank. I've been calling and no reply, not even acknowledging the message. So it's gonna go a bit left because I just don't have the tolerance, and I'm just gonna say like I'll take my business elsewhere. Like I don't have to be treated like a piece of ish and to smile about it. No. No snow here yet in Vancouver Island, but the storm. Okay. Yeah, we haven't had much snow here. It's a bit wet here, so it's a little bit icy, which I don't like. I don't want to have to put much salt down, so I haven't put any salt at the back. I'm not going to. The front I've had to because it was just too slippery. And the last thing you need is a mail carrier or somebody falling. Um the sprays work, G Mama, but I don't put it on in the winter. I turn the water off. The pipes might freeze, so I can't even keep those things on. Everything now is just like it's a beeping sound. It's just kind of annoying. Um, it does work. It's not 100%, but it is helping keep the squirrels out. Um, I put the floodlights on the other night to disturb the raccoon if it came by. It didn't come on, so that was okay. The chickens are laying. I got 4 eggs and 5 this week at one point. The rest is 3. The one that has no feathers in her butt, it's it's still a problem, but she's not being pecked or anything. They are going outside into the run, but that's uh, surrounded with plastic, which is good. So it's not too cold for them. I don't have supplemental heat. I don't. Some people may not like that, but I've watched a lot of people who are in cold climates and they don't use supplemental heat. I don't have time for things burning down and having problems over here because of you know, things sparking. So I'm using just ingenuity and ideas to keep the heat in, deep litter method, stuff like that. They have enough feathers, high protein diet, greens and stuff like that, but I'm not using supplemental heat. If I need to, I will, but I don't think I will. Sorry. Currently looking for more rural unrestricted acreage in East Texas now for the off-grid property, but I'm keeping this home. Need a off-grid proper, but I'm keeping this home. Need an off-grid property to bug out to. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not sure if I can afford both. That's why I was kind of like the option is here. Hey, she said, I don't know if I missed you. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to sell, but the opportunity is there. That's all I'm going to say. Everything over here is becoming not even over here, all over is becoming increasingly more difficult in terms of bylaws, rules, regulations, taxation. It's getting very difficult, and people can't do what they used to do. So that's what I'm going to try to figure out what the best option is and take it from there. That's what I have to do. Some of the other things that we were Airbnb are going to switch to tenants because certain bylaws have come into place and they want more inventory for renters, and they think that's going to solve the housing crisis. Maybe it will solve part of the housing crisis, but it won't solve homelessness because inventory is just provided for people who can afford to rent. If you cannot afford, nothing's really changed for you. And that's a problem that they're still going to have to solve. So we'll see. We'll see. Money streaming is a good to look at and manage tightly as with any management in these. Yeah. So I'm trying to find a place to kind of off grid. I wouldn't say I would say no. I'm not off gridding nothing. There's going to be some kind of grid. Or maybe it is off grid, but there's going to be some kind of infrastructure. There's no way that I'm going to be over here in the cold. I need heat. Definitely need heat, fire. You need to cook. You need to, yeah. When it's cold and damp, you're putting yourself at risk for other health issues, skin issues, mold issues. So there's a need for definitely heat, fire, to dry things to be dry. Growing food's not a problem. Chickens is not a problem. I'm trying to get quail, which I can't find a hatchery per se. There's some, but they're way in the boondocks. And I don't necessarily want eggs because I checked the guy's recommendations. And when you ship hatching eggs for quail, a lot could happen because of the carrier, and then you're not going to get a good hatch rate. So what's the point of doing that if you're not going to get a good hatch rate? So I either have to go pick them up or just pick up week old chicks and then just bring them back. We'll see. But things are in the work. No, I didn't change Nightbot. What happened? Did I miss something? No, I didn't change anything. Oh, you put Ohio. Try putting weather and try like a city. Try like Dayton, Ohio, and see if that would pop in the weather. It should work with just the state, but sometimes Nightbot be drinking at night and then doesn't act right. I'm going to build a small alternative off-grid home in my rural unrestricted acreage. I'm building my own infrastructure, solar, wood, stove, ACY. I'm building all these DI. Okay, that's why you're doing it now. That's good. You have the knowledge. That's good. Staying in place is best survival unless needed to leave your local. Yeah, I'm trying to set up something where there's a home, there's a barn, there's, chicken coop run, greenhouse, or some kind of covering for winter crops. You got to store your crops, you got to canning, place for your stuff to store your tools and stuff. Cooking. I do want an outside cooking area to cook and do some things outside, maybe in some kind of barn structure. Um, oh, okay, it's working now. Columbus. Okay, good. Or yeah, Columbus. Stuff like that. So now that the year is coming to an end, that hasn't changed. I still have my plan, but it's how to implement the plan. That's where I'm kind of at a standstill. How do you implement the plan? I don't even know what area to look into. Like I'm looking at certain areas, but you have to also think of other factors. How far is the doctor, the dentist, the hospital? If you have older people in your family, getting to the hospital in a timely manner is important to you. So, how far out is too far? What other income can be garnered on the property to kind of pay for itself because you got to pay property taxes, you know, if something goes left, can things sustain them? Like there's all these questions you have to ask and answer. How far is other friends and family that you're still connected with that you can support? If your car doesn't work, like we went up to the wedding and the car literally was not going to work, is there a backup travel plan? Is there someone you can call? Is there a tow truck? Like what's going to happen? Hey Erica, what's going to happen? That's important. I rode a horse twice in my life, but to go and ride a horse, I don't know about that. That that's not something you can just go and start doing, especially when you have a fear. Like horses seem like they're docile. They're not docile. You're on a beast, and if they want to kick you off, you off. So, yeah. Hey, Odom. So I'm trying to figure that out because I don't want to pick the because I'm so it's almost debilitating because you're thinking about these questions which are good, but then it's almost like holding you back because you don't want to pick the wrong area. What if I go into the north, but I should have went south? What if I go east, but I should have went west? And now you're like second guessing yourself. So because you're so concerned about making the right choice, You're not making any choice at all, and you're just, you know, stuck. So I have to make some decisions. So we're discussing what direction we want to go into. That's the most important thing. What direction? What area? What region? What infrastructure is there? What can we tap into? Do we want to be near people who are, in the Amish community, that if things go left, we can maybe ask for some help or get some information? Exactly. Hospitals and medical care is important. And how important? It's top, is top 3, top 5, but you know, can you get all that you want? Probably not. So what's going to be more important? I don't know. I can't answer that for myself, never mind you. You're going to have to figure that out. What's more important? Being near a hospital, but then the land that you get doesn't have other things that you're looking for? I don't know. I don't know. Exactly, Odom. How do you protect your home and garden? I believe, who did I see? Did I see something Oh, it was Juicing with Jay tagged me in the video that Georgia Peachnut posted. Somebody went in her garden and shopped in her garden, and her husband was pissed. She didn't say that, I'm saying that, but he was pissed. The person went into their garden and just took cabbages and all kind of stuff, I guess for their Christmas dinner, because they're so damn lazy to grow their own damn food. And she went through and showed what was missing. And it's one thing, and she said if they had asked, she would have probably found some things to give the person. But they took what they wanted. Hey, Cena Renee. Hey, Howard J. They took what they wanted, and they didn't just take some. Like, allegedly, if I was going to steal, allegedly, and there's 10 things, I might take 2, because at least if I take 2 and leave you with 8, you won't be so upset about it. But these heifers come and take like 8 and leave you with 2. And you're like, yeah. So she gonna get some cameras and some security, and maybe even sit down out sometime at night with their pew pew, because somebody think they can come over and just shop from your food. Some people think that, I don't know what the illusion is. I guess people think gardeners are soft, that somehow we're soft. But let me just make a public service announcement. We don't play about our food, eh? We don't play when it comes to our food and our animals. We like animals more than people. So, allegedly, we have no problem taking some people to some places, which will remain nameless in case this is going to be used against me in the court of law. But I'm telling you, they love people. We love our animals, and we love our growing our food. Don't take that for weakness. Trust and believe. Don't take that for weakness. Just because you don't see people, you know, we're calm, cool, and collected, and we're out here enjoying the outdoors. Don't play. Don't push. Don't push us, because we're already at the edge. Don't take it for a sign for weakness. Trust and believe. Secret underground rooms are popular and easy to make. I love my cave in the ocean. I've seen some people showing some of those things. Hey, and okay, I've seen it, Renee. I think I said hi to you. I haven't seen you in a minute, but I know you're around. My best advice is to actually go to these areas and spend some time there and feel that too. That too. Because some of these areas, the people them not so it's like they have their own community and that's it. Yeah. Georgia Peachnut. They went into her yeah. And then sidebar, which is not side, but I told you guys what happened with the guy who did the roof on the shed and how rude the man was. So I'm seeing some water coming in one of the corners. So I went to the corner because it's near the deck, so I can go on the deck and I'm right at eye level to it, the way how it's set up. So I went on the deck and I'm looking at the roof. Now, I'm not a roofer. I don't do that for a living, but I have enough common sense and some experience that I understand the importance of what they call flashing. And when you're doing, roof shingles, if there's like a post and the building was already built, it wasn't built with a proper roof in mind. So you had to kind of improvise. But I have enough sense to know that if I'm putting down shingles and there's a post there, I have to put some kind of flashing because the water's going to the post and most likely going to run down the post if you don't put some kind of flashing to direct the water where you want to. But since you pay to get something done, you think it might be done semi properly. But my mistake, my bad. The water is being directed to the post. There's no flashing. Then when I put my hand by the shingles, there's literally a hole that I can fit 2 fingers in. So that's why I went into the shed and I saw literally a pile of snow because it did snow and frozen ice in the building that's supposed to be outside the building. So the same man who was wanting to change the price after he did the work, he agreed to a price. Then after the work, wanted to change the price because he wanted more money. Then to find out that water is just rolling right into the shed, just rolling right in. So he better hope I don't run into him. And maybe I have but didn't recognize him because sometimes I'm not paying attention. But if Miss see that man there, if I see that man, I had to put up a fence around my place. No, no, don't play about my garden. Wind up, don't play. I think there's some kind of, I don't know. They think that homesteaders or whatever they want to call us, that we somehow weak and soft. Don't. I'll fight you for a cabbage. I will fight you for a cabbage, just out of principle. I don't care. I will fight you for a cabbage. I have to get cameras. Garrett Mom had them installed in the front. Yeah, I don't have no cameras, but I can just I'm gonna get them, but I can tell when someone's been in my yard. I don't know what it is. Even if a leaf is out of place and the energy's just, you can tell. That's why I knew when I went to the back that man, and like something's not right. The energy was off, and the animals don't like it. They tell you. They don't speak English, but they're like they were off. They were not happy. They were agitated, and I'm like something was, and I'm walking up and down the back, and I'm like something's not right here. And after the fact, I found out and I pieced it together. And my tenant actually told me weeks later, yeah, some man was here. I said, oh, and I told her the story. And I said, next time, just call the police and then call me. And whoever arrives first will deal with it. But whether you have cameras or not, there's something they let you know that they were there. Trust and believe. People invest in the good surveillance equipment and audible security systems. I have both and also get LED. I have lights, I have motion lights, I don't have booby traps, but I can tell when someone's been there. If I plant seeds, I can plant I will put that on the screen. Hey Tree Rogi. Yeah. Chickens and goats, seed savings means yeah. Chickens and I think I'm doing chickens and quail. Hey Barb. I don't have the quail yet. It's just a matter of finding where they're going to go and getting them. And based on what I discussed, the people who buy my eggs, some of them are actually they like quail eggs. They're into that. So that's another product that can be used. Um, and I'm raising them for meat. I can't really raise meat birds like chickens right now. I don't have the space, and that would draw too much attention. So I'm not doing that, but I can do meat quail. That's much more manageable. You can turn them out quite quickly. Those of you who watch Yellow Door, she uh what's her name again? I want to call her Aisha, but it's not Aisha. Is it Alicia? Asia. No, is it Asia? Yellow Door. Yellow Door. She has quail. She has some indoors and outdoor, and she has chickens. She's only allowed 6 or for her region. That's why she can't really raise them for meat birds either, but she's doing the quail. So that's why I'm like, okay, that's definitely, I've seen quite a few people recommend it, but you can definitely do quail in a small urban homestead. Oh, yeah, rated. You know how long it takes? I don't know. People just think gardeners are soft, but let me tell you, we're not. We time what we're gonna grow. We know how long things take, and we always plant extra. Extra for bugs, animals, to share, to give away for ourselves. All of that has been already factored in. And when someone just come and help themselves, it's like a disrespect to all the planning that was involved. And then the people who take the food could have planted their own. It's not like they have anything less than you have. They have sometimes more than you have, but they don't want to put in the work and they want to walk. Oh, I'll fight you for a cabbage. Just let me tell you, I'll fight you for a cabbage. No problem. I'll fight you for a chicken. I'll defend them before I defend half of you. Trust and believe. I'll defend my chickens before I defend people. I'll just keep walking, minding my business. But you come for them, you come for me. That's the end of it. I'm not, you know, we work too hard. We ain't Asia. Okay, thank you, Asia. Movie planted people to make human sausage out of them. That is, I never heard that movie, but I know Soylent Green, which I can't find, but same premise. Using people for meat supply. I wouldn't eat people anyways. Just just saying. I don't have a desire. I don't think that's even appealing to me. I would rather eat salad. Like that's just eh, I wouldn't eat people. I think people are dirtier than eating commercially raised chicken. Like, what are you getting in out of people? Like hunting a wild deer or a turkey, that's a more of a cleaner meat than a person. Like people just are dirty. I wouldn't eat a person. Yes, quail are great. They look after. Yeah, that's why I think I'm gonna get quail just to add that on the homestead. Asia, yes. I was like, is it Elish? I knew it was an A. I was close, but I watch her regularly, and she's doing the thing over there. So, and there's quite a few people. Even there's other people that I've watched, and even some in apartment buildings, and they have quail. So you can definitely do quail, and they can lay in 6 weeks. Chickens take 6 months. So you know, do what you want to do, but the options are there. Um. Oh, let me drop the link again in case I dropped it a while ago, but it's been a while. Those want to pop in. It's just a pop in. Um, did I miss somebody? Hey, Truth and Integrity. Yeah, but you guys need to watch her channel. You need to watch her channel. She's doing the thing. I was talking to some people because I wouldn't say us, like our community, but in general, there's this assumption that you homesteading is only like when you're on 5+ acres or something like that's when you're quote unquote a homestead. Maybe that's true, by definition, but I think you can be quote unquote self sufficient wherever you are, anywhere. You don't have to wait until you have the 1, 2, 5, 25 acres. And in my opinion, I think if you wait until that point, you're going to be further behind because there's some skills that you can learn right here and now that will be of service to you when you get your 5 or whatever acres that you want to get. And there'll be other problems that you're going to have to learn to overcome. But some of the basics you've already mastered. You can handle quail, you can handle chicken, you know how to grow some food, you know how to handle your climate, winter growing. There's some things that you can tackle now. Growing indoors, the WIG is going on right now. You can check out Mike's Chaotic Garden and GT Junior with the rules and what's going on, but it's from December 1st to April 5th. You still got plenty of time to drop some seeds right now and grow plenty of food between now and April that's going to feed you salads, spinach, excuse me, tomatoes. You can have like the Tiny Tims indoors. Um, there's kales, there's mustard greens, there's different kind of things that you can grow. You can do sprouts. Um, there's bush beans. There's so many kind of bush beans. You don't have to grow in soil. You can grow in the garage too. Just get a good grow light. All my herbs that I took in the garage for winter are still growing because I can see some new shoots. They're very leggy, but they're growing nonetheless. So in the spring, I'll just trim it all the way back again, put it outside, and you're good to go. So don't wait until you get quote unquote, big land. Do what you got to do now. If I waited to get a farm, I wouldn't have learned what I've learned now to raise chickens. I am learning on my own from experience that I don't need external heat. I don't need to rely on a proper structure. I'm using a big old outdoor kennel wrapped in plastic and hardwire mesh. I don't have to wait until it's quote unquote perfect. Do what you can do now. Hydroponics is a good fit. Let me see here. Oh, me too, TLC. I'm going to drop some seeds today. The only reason why I didn't drop seeds is because, well, I could have dropped the seeds. I don't want to plug in the unit until the morning because if you plug it in at night, it starts to do its cycle then. And I want it to be cycling from morning until the evening, turn off, and then go back on in the morning. I don't like the lights on at night. It keeps me awake. So, you know, it shines all over the place. Let me see what I'm missing. Quail and dumplings are delicious. Speaking of that, I don't know if you guys, well, you guys mostly watch Homestead Heart. She did a canning video. I didn't watch it yet, but I saw the title. She did chicken and dumplings. So those of you who are canners, check that video out. I'm gonna watch it later because I'm trying to store some other food that's more appealing. Because the canned food that I've been buying to test out for quote unquote your emergency supplies tastes disgusting and it's so much salt that mm-mm. Now that my daughter finally said she decided what you're growing. That's what's going on. And funny enough, back to the homestead where you are or whatever stage of life you're at. My sister, she what did she say to me? She wants to grow indoors, so she's trying to, find a hydroponics unit. I gave her some of the mung beans because she's going to start sprouting them herself. Like she's like simple things she probably would never have tried had I not been starting to do these things. So don't wait until it's perfect. Do what you can do now. Got some more herbs growing inside and spinach and cabbage. I am going to do my herbs for the herb garden challenge. But yeah, you can grow a lot. And some of you who say you're cold, you're really not cold. Like you say you're cold, but you're so far south that your cold is not like Buffalo cold, Toronto cold, Alaska cold. So all you need to do is put some plastic around, make a little makeshift greenhouse. You guys could be growing all year. You're not cold. You think you're cold, you're not cold. Trust me. Trust me. Take care, Howie. I'll see you in the new year. I'll see you soon. Also, get your seeds. I know some of you have the Baker Creek book. I don't even bother with the book because that's just more temptation. So I get what I need, but stock up on your seeds now, especially if you want to try new varieties and pick things that are going to work for you. Some people can't do what other people are doing. Just because you enjoy somebody's content doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. And that's not nothing wrong with that. I have to grow things that are more I don't like vining vegetables. I don't have time to be trellising stuff and all that. So you won't see really in my garden right now a lot of running vegetables. Squashes, I'll do pumpkin and certain squashes, yes. I'll do a watermelon, yes, but mine are in containers. They're not really running. I don't really want a running viney garden. It's just too much. I have to have structures in place. It makes more hiding spots for certain people and animals to hide and birds be building nests everywhere. So I don't you won't see me doing that, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I prefer more bush varieties where I can move things around, move pots around. I can adjust things easily in what I'm doing now. If I had a bigger property, I would probably do more running like cucumbers. I'll do a bitter melon, stuff like that, and space them out accordingly so that there's still an openness. But it's not right or wrong. Do what works for where you're at. Natural arbor, yeah, like I love those kind of vegetables. I do. I just don't want all that in my garden. I want to be able to look out and see and not have all this visual clutter. But it's not right or wrong. It's just personal preference. So figure out what works for you. I saw a show where a guy grew plants on his New York City balcony. It's called Green Acres. I don't know if I've seen that one, but have you guys seen? There's a channel. I think it's called 180 meters squared. I think that's her channel name. And she doesn't talk. It's all visual, but the visuals are beautiful. And she used to have just a tiny balcony, and she grew and composted like it was nobody's business. They now have a huge property, but her husband built that same 100 and 180 meters square garden so that she could still replicate what she was doing in the apartment. And then they have a huge garden. But watch those people. There's channels from the Philippines. They literally grow on balconies, verandas in like straw bags, crocus bags, feed bags, big water bottles, the 5 gallon water. Trust me, guys, they're very inspiring. Hey, Salon Diva. Let me take a little liquid break. Let me go get a drink. And let me put the hold on, the be right back message up. 1 second. And I'm expanding it, building a high tunnel. Okay. Oh, you're gonna add rabbits. Wow. I had rabbits as a child. My dad had rabbits. We had that was before I knew the different types of rabbits. We had the white one with the red eyes. Oh, I used to hate those ones. Look like little devils. I didn't know that they had other kinds. And then we finally got a black one. But yeah. Rabbits, I know about rabbits, but that would be good. I'm sticking to the birds right now because they're smaller. Rabbits breed a little bit too much, and I have to have space for their rate of breeding. But let me put in the green acres before I forget. I'm gonna look it up now. But yeah, what else are you guys doing? I'll drop the link again for those who want to pop up. Green acres. It's not pulling up a channel, it's pulling up a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'm getting something else popping up. Okay, I'll look for it later. Sometimes you don't type it in exactly how they have it, you can't find it. Let me see here. Okay. Let me drop the link again. Hold on. Those who want to pop up. But that's pretty much it for what I'm doing. And then I'm going to plan once the new year starts. Maybe even this week I'll start because I have some time off to rest. I'm going to start. Hey, can't stop. I'll bring you up. I'm going to start planning my 2024 garden, what I'm going to grow. I didn't even know you were here. You're on mute, Darren. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. I'm gonna go back down and try to come back up.
Okay, no problem. I hear you a bit now. I think something's wrong with the volume. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna start planning my 2024 garden. I I want to keep it a little simpler this year. I do want to try some new crops, but not too many at the same time. As I said, I just have a feeling maybe there'll be some opportunities to move. So let me not have so many varieties and stuff and things that maybe I won't get the benefit from. I definitely, if I'm gonna plant something, I want to harvest the seeds, especially a new crop. So I don't want to start things that I'm not gonna benefit from. So I'm definitely gonna plant things that I've already planted before. Last year I got a lot of new things planted and I harvested as much of the seeds as I could, especially that yellow Peruvian pepper, which was hot like fire, but it has a sweetness to it. So that's going to be good for making pepper sauces. So I'm going to give people around here a couple of seeds each because I didn't get that many seeds. It's a prolific plant, but if you don't have enough days to let it go to maturity, you don't get a lot of seeds. My carrot juice. Oh, I
There
can hear
you
you good
go.
now. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, boy, when you try to do these lives with the stupid phone and driving an 18 wheel and everything else, boy, let me pull over before I kill myself trying to
No,
say hello.
please. That's the last thing I need.
Yeah, I said, let me pull over. This is stupid. I, I just came on to say hey for a minute because I've been up since 3 this morning trying to drive. I'm like, man, let me say hello.
So when's your day off? Are you off for Christmas or no, you're working?
No, it seems I always get like corralled into missing a lot of the major holidays because we got stuff coming up. Because
Hmm.
on January
You have a
6th we're
cruise,
going.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
going on a
yeah,
cruise.
yeah.
So I mean, I'm trying to work to pay for this stupid cruise, and I'm like, and I'm waking up this morning like a man baby in tears, like, I want to be home for Christmas. This sucks, but it is what it is.
Well, at least you know you have a cruise like right around the corner, like literally.
Little,
So
yeah. I know that's what I'm saying. I'd be complaining, but I don't realize how good I got it.
yeah.
So because like I said, I'm going home. I got to go home a few days ago to wrap the last two presents because some
Hmm.
told me the man, the holy man spirit said, boy, you better get her another present because for some reason you ain't got enough. So I went out and got another present, something exactly what she wants. So I was like, okay, now I'm good. I should
Now you're good.
keep. Yeah, now I need to keep the peace in the house. You know what I mean?
Well, that
Yeah,
cruise is gonna be long and hard.
I know. I said long and hard. And if I don't get, like all I
Oh
got
boy.
was one present. That took me like 2 days to build, but I'm good. I'm good. Hey, I got a question for you. What do you think about horse manure? Is that viable for food or is it just for like regular
Yeah,
plants?
nothing's wrong with any manure. The only problem with any manure is what are they feeding those animals? It doesn't matter
Uh
which
huh.
animal. Because if they're feeding, for instance, horses and goats and stuff eat straw and that kind of stuff. If it's sprayed, then all those chemicals are in the manure. That's
Oh.
why people are more um cautious of where they get their manure from. But horse manure is great. I love sheep manure and I love cow manure and I like horse manure. But the
Oh,
problem
okay.
is what are they feeding those animals?
Okay, okay. Gotcha,
What
gotcha.
what are they on antibiotics? Are they this? Like all of that stuff is a factor because what happened with some farmers that I spoken to, they got manure and then they put it in their field and in their beds and their pots and all that stuff, and all their plants were dying. And then
Wow.
when they started talking to people and they started pinpointing, they said, "Oh, it's definitely the manure." Because the straw and the hay that they feed these animals is sprayed with Roundup. So they started pinpointing what happened. So the man was like, "All my field is now contaminated because of the manure." So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just what farm are you getting it from? what are they feeding their animals? Where are they getting their hay from? To kind of pinpoint, do you want to bring this into your garden?
Oh, okay, okay. Because
Because
I found this lady on Facebook Marketplace that gives out. I mean, there's like a mountain of this mess. I mean, a
mhm,
mountain, and all I could either pay $10 for her to put the skid steer and dump it on in my truck, pickup truck, or
mhm,
my trailer, or I could just shovel it for free. And as long
yeah,
as I have a text, I text her and say, hey, can I come today? No problem. Just let me know when you're on the property. And it's just
yeah,
it's a place where they take, it's a horse farm. They very expensive horses, and it I love it because I throw it in my backyard, which is mountainous area anyway, try to fill stuff in. But I was just thinking about that. That's all.
yeah. No, there's no problem. It's just those other questions because people assume okay manure, but then they realize oh shoot, like this person is not doing things the way I want them done, and I'm bringing these chemicals now into my bed. And once they're in
Yeah.
there, you can't take them out. You got to grow certain crops to take out those toxins, and it's a whole bunch more work.
Oh,
So now
okay,
during
gotcha.
their lesson, they're not so quick to just go grab anything willy nilly. But
Oh,
now that I
gotcha.
found chickens, I ain't buying no chicken manure. That's for sure. That's gonna
Got,
be between. And my dad said right away he didn't care about the eggs. He goes, "I want some of that manure
gotcha,
for my
gotcha.
for my gardens." And my friend has a rabbit. Salon was asking about guinea pigs. My friend has a rabbit. My coworker, and she gives me the manures every so often. It literally looks like chocolate cocoa puffs because they dry out like chocolate cocoa puffs. But she only feeds her rabbit like lettuce and leaves, so I
Oh,
don't have to worry so much. But yeah, you can use the manure.
oh, okay. Another thing, I thought about you because I said if you can look up on the top bunk and see those cases right there.
Hmm.
I'm on a dedicated route for Kellogg's. I deliver cereal and other Kellogg's products. And every time I go to this one place, I always get free stuff. I
Mm.
can't eat it because I'm type 2 diabetic. But I got 5 cases of cereal up there. And I was just thinking this is something to put aside for an emergency.
Yeah, or give it away. I know
Yeah.
I know people we get stuff. And I don't care if I can use it or not. I give it away, especially people who have young kids. Like
Yeah.
I donate it because at least I'm a filter. I can pass it on to who needs it. And then somebody else will say, "Oh, you can't eat that. Okay, I'll give it to Darren because he can only eat whatever." And before you
Yeah.
know it, you have a network. But yeah, I give away stuff. I know one lady who used to
Ex-
get pies. I don't eat pies, but she get all these frozen pies. And we would just go to
oh,
church and put them on the table, and people would just take the pies, whoever wanted them. Cereal, we got
exactly.
we got bags of I don't eat like I don't know. I don't like spam. I don't eat that crap. So people like that kind of canned ham and meat. I don't eat it. I put them on the table. They were gone. Those wieners,
Got,
sausages. I don't eat those either. Those were
gotcha.
gone.
Gotcha.
We just give
They,
it
yeah.
away.
I got it. You're like my next door neighbor. They just moved in. She's got kids, and so I plan to take at least 3 cases over on that side. I got an elderly gentleman behind me. I'm gonna take a case to
Hmm.
him, and
Hmm.
then I'm gonna give it to the other people next door to me. I try to be neighborly. I say
Hmm.
hello. The last people before all these folks never wanted to speak to me. So, but like you said, I'm not gonna throw this stuff out.
No.
It's Rice Krispies, cinnamon toast crunch. It's just a crust. It's a crushed box, so they can't
Yeah.
take it. So
Yeah. I give it
but
away because my cousin's a trucker, and I know somebody else. My former parents' neighbor was a trucker. He retired and was in the office because he wasn't doing the long hauls. But he would bring during the pandemic bags of stuff, Brussels sprouts. He would bring all crushed stuff that got crushed in the load, so they were giving it. He gave us so much stuff, like I
yep.
couldn't even believe it. And half the stuff I would just even pass it along to somebody else. Single mothers and people who have, I'm like, here, oh yeah, we want it, we'll take it. He had onions. He had like frozen onions and like seasonings and all kind of stuff. He would just portion it out and then give it away,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they were fine with it.
It's so
Um,
hilarious because the pandemic.
mhm.
I was going into one of our yards and I spotted it was like 4 cases of toilet paper. Remember when everybody was going crazy, couldn't find
Yeah.
toilet paper? I picked it up and was giving it out, for free. I still got a case in the house. My wife won't touch it. Oh, that's one ply. And I'm like, oh, your bougie booty
Oh
won't
my
touch the
goodness,
one
it's
ply, you
free.
know.
It's free. It's free. I wouldn't buy it, but it's free. I was
I
even I got
know.
some baked goods. I gave it to my neighbor. She now in turn gave me some free cleaning products that she got from somebody else. Like whatever, like that's how it goes. You start giving and then people say, oh yeah, I remember yeah, let's hook him up. We got some stuff. He might like it. Someone has
Yeah,
to start. Someone has to be the one to start the process. But yeah,
exactly. It works.
I
It
always
works
give
out.
people stuff.
Yeah,
When it
it
comes
works.
to
It
food,
works.
I'm not fight. I'll fight you for a cabbage, but I'm not fighting over packaged food. You're gonna eat
Yeah,
it and trash it out. Like so, I don't care. I'll give it away, but I'll fight you for a cabbage.
yeah, I know that's right. Because you know there's no chemicals in that. You'd
Yep.
rather get rid of the stuff that's got all the chemicals. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Because our bodies are falling apart quicker and faster than they're supposed to because of all this chemicals that we have that shouldn't be in us.
Yep.
I mean, that's why like I said when I'm going on this cruise, I can't wait to eat in these other countries. I can't wait till June. I'm going on another cruise in June.
Hmm.
I'm walking outside the gates of the pier and I'm getting me some real jerk chicken. I'm looking for the shack.
I
I
keep
want
laughing
to
at you because you keep saying I want to go to the jerk chicken place with the Rasta man, and I'm like
yeah
Rasta
with
man
a
don't eat meat.
with
They don't eat meat.
yeah, but yeah, he don't eat meat, but he cook that mother. He'll cook it, I want to go to the shack where they got the bamboo,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
on
but
top
he
of the
won't be a
grill.
Rasta man. But it's so
Yeah, yeah, I want that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on. Everybody wants to go to these stupid falls where you can slip, break, and bust your break your neck. I want some real Jamaican jerk food. I can't wait. I promise you. I'm gonna be making
yeah.
faces and I'm gonna be taking pictures
Hey, just
and,
waiting.
and I'm and I'm gonna have
Yeah,
just enough to
just don't
get the
look at the
jerk
Rasta man
chicken.
because
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I'm laughing. I'm like Rasta man don't eat meat. They don't touch. They don't not no flesh. So I'm like laughing. I'm like, there's not gonna be a Rasta man there, but
It might be
you'll
his
get some
cousin.
jerk chicken. Like, his cousin, yeah.
Or maybe some grilled vegetables. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
But
they do fish and they do like yeah different stuff. There's some
cause,
nice
but
ITAL places. Yeah.
as you can see, this is how we're taught in the United States. You told me with the real reality that Rasta man don't touch no meat. So okay,
Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna look for the dude
Real
cooking
Rasta
it.
man, yeah,
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
touch no meat. Yeah, they don't
exactly.
they they're anti anti that.
Gotcha. I'll leave it at that before I embarrass
Yeah.
myself even more.
No, not embarrassing. It's just you have to know because there are to me they were the one of the originals who were like plant based before plant based became this whole thing. They were doing that from before.
Gotcha,
Even
gotcha.
and even all the Indian people they don't touch animal flesh. Well, they eat animal products like they eat milk, but they don't eat the flesh.
Gotcha,
So that's how
gotcha.
they roll. But
It
Tree
is.
Rogi was saying, I think to you, he's like, don't horse manure from the racetracks have too much drugs. Free range horse manure is better. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know me, cause I kept it at that. But mainly, I put it up for my grass. So, but I didn't want to
Hmm.
come on your show talking about because I can't grow vegetables where in my neighborhood. I would love to, but
So what's the rules though? For your I know because I know someone was talking about that recently about HOAs and gardens because some of them are allowing gardens now. So I don't know what your particular area is doing.
well, I never bothered to find out honestly The main reason is my backyard and my neighbors is we're the pathway for all the deer. My backyard is deer highway. So every time I bought a plant, when I first got on YouTube, I would be out on the road and I'd buy a half dead pineapple plant in Louisiana or a half dead, tomato plant or a Scotch bonnet or something. I would buy it on the road and be watering it in my passenger seat and bring it back to life. Then I plant it at home. The next thing a few days later, wife come out and say, "Hey, what happened to that plant? What are you talking about?" I'll take a picture, and you can see that it was like
Chewed up. It's chewed up.
chewed up and gone. I know I had a pineapple plant. I had a lemon bush, a lemon tree. All gone. Then I started wondering, why did my motion light in my back kept on coming on? They were coming right through my backyard. And the poor guy behind me, the fence is so dilapidated that the deer are just pushing their way through the fence, knocking it down. So that's another reason why I've been slowly building it back up.
Yeah,
But they,
keep them out. Yeah,
but
they can hop a fence. They'll hop a fence
yeah,
like nothing. Yeah.
yeah. But they're like, oh, that's delicious. Thank you. Go, and keep on going. You talk about cameras. I spot them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spot them on my cameras. I had one baby deer. She went to sleep right next to my burn barrel. I'm like, hey, don't you know? But it's all right. But I was laughing.
They were here first, right? So we gotta
make it exactly. Long as it's not them and not coyotes.
For my stuff, so now it's been much better this year. Like I had to barricade everything, which was annoying, but at least I had food. So it's just a matter of the infrastructure. I'm sure like HOAs want it to look pretty, so you're gonna have to, find out what the rules are just for curiosity's sake to say what would happen if, and they'll tell you. But some of them are allowing it as long as it's visually, nice and neat and looks pretty.
What I have been able to grow just by chance, I just started buying them. I got two grapevines, and I have it set up that it looks, I think, with a aesthetically, pleasing.
Yeah.
Yes, and I got a green fence around it, and it's in the front yard, and they haven't touched it. And I seen little grapes on it, and I bought it at Walmart, a couple of years ago, and that's been fun. I've been trimming it and keeping it, going. So I'm like, and it keeps coming back. So I'm like, hey, I'm not complaining. But if I grow anything, I have to have a water hose with a remote on it to give it some
water.
Give it some water. Yes, because my wife's a brown thumb. She won't go out and water nothing. She won't touch nothing. That's how I lost my lemon tree. I had it inside the kitchen, right near the back door. Mike's chaotic. He told me. Yeah, he told me that I have like a mini something area that's keeping these. Yeah, I have a microclimate right there. And so I put the new lemon tree there. Oh, I read the instructions. It says it needs to be outside. So she put it on the back deck.
That's what I was laughing. Now you read the instructions. Now you read
Yeah, and the deer said, oh, some lemon. Thank you. Go. And I'm like, what the heck? But you can't yell and scream.
Did it grow back?
Nope. They like forget that. But
I read. I'm like, how are you reading about the plant now when you?
I had to put out this stern warning. If I put a plant near that back door, don't you touch it.
Leave it.
Leave it alone. Because like I said, I'm going. I brought my olive tree back to life. I don't know how, but it's back to life. And it was on my passenger side on my other truck, and I know I'm gonna be switching trucks again, so I didn't want to bring it back out here. And I put it, as you said, leave my olive tree alone. And I put it right next to I got an olive tree and an avocado tree, and there's one spot that's, I don't know, it's staying green, it's being green. She don't want to open up the the blinds. She thinks somebody's looking in our house or whatever. And I'm like, I'm trying to crack it to give it some light, but it's surviving. Whatever it's doing, So for maybe Christmas, I might buy myself, a lamp to, give it
Yeah,
some
grow
light
light.
or
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, but it's surviving. I don't know how. So, and the Micah said, whatever, it's a microclimate, leave it right there. Like, that's all I need to hear.
Yeah,
That's
leave
all
it
I need to
alone.
hear.
It's happy, so leave it alone.
Exactly. It's getting bigger and bigger. So,
Yeah.
man, but
There's
like I said,
I
I'm
had a
learning
lemon
about
tree
watching you
inside,
guys.
but it died. The calamundan orangey lemon, so that died. So I'll
Yeah.
have to get some other trees this year, but I'm just kind of holding off because I don't want more soil in the house. I don't want no dirt in the house because
I,
it
I
comes
I
bugs.
remember I remember you saying that, and
No.
that's why I try not to bring nothing else in the house. The only reason the olive was in there because it's been in the trunk, and it's been in the
Yeah,
trunk for a minute, so I know
there's no
nothing's in
bugs.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
And when it was, I got to spray the bejesus out of them with.
You're driving like
I see. I seen one. I'm like, emptying the bottle and it.
PIA had a video last night. She was like the gnats. She goes the gnats. She was like they're all over the. So I was in the video and G Mama because I've been there, done that. I said, no man, these gnats don't play. Hey Nikki, these gnats don't play. So I had to learn every trick in the book. So I don't have any more gnats. I haven't brought any more soil in the house, thank God. So it's okay, but you have to kind of treat them before they even show their ugly face. Because when you
Yeah,
see them, it's too late. They lay like
it,
a million eggs a day. It's a whole thing. So you gotta treat them before. Like any plant that comes in my house, I assume they have gnats. So I'm already treating them from before.
got
Because
you.
you're having your
I,
nice dinner and then flies up your nostril and flies in your face. No, 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 we're not doing that. We're
I
not
and
doing that.
I went through that in the truck because I remember when I was all excited. I said, well, maybe I could grow something in here, and I went and got some green peppers and scallions and something else, and I had like that little potted the little small potted things that you put the seeds in, and I
Oh
mean
yeah, yeah,
they were growing. The next thing you know, I had gnats everywhere, and I'm like,
yeah,
you mother! I was so mad, but now I learn. I'm learning. I learned just like y'all did. It's like it's an experience, and it's
yeah.
fun. It's fun. That's why I'm hoping. When I finally decide to get off the road, that I can like you said, look in the rules and see what I can grow outside. Because I'd like to grow something too. Because
I
you
think
like
so.
you
You're
said,
you're you're in a good climate. You're in Georgia, so you've got a very good climate, and you have a
yeah,
lot of
but
options.
unfortunately, the only area I can get a good sunlight in the summer is on my deck. But I got to fence it off. I got to fence it
You can
off,
grow
and
in the
then
shade. There's lots of shade plants. There's lots of
oh,
plants that
okay,
don't need direct sunlight. You don't need direct sunlight for everything.
oh,
There's
oh,
lots
okay,
of stuff.
okay.
All your
But
greens like a nice shade. Yeah.
okay. So that, and like you said, and again, I just learned something new,
Oh
and
yeah,
but
you can
like I
grow a
said,
lot.
I got to set up the water hose to water this stuff, certain times of the week because the missus ain't coming out there to water nothing. I could just
Mm-mm.
her thought is I could just go to Kroger or Walmart and get the same thing, but the same thing ain't
It's
doesn't
not the
taste.
same. It's not the
It's
same.
not,
It doesn't taste.
and then
Does not taste the same. I think
exactly.
she needs to go to a organic farm and pick there and to see like this does not taste the same. No
Yeah,
way in hell. No
I
way
can
in hell.
believe it. I can believe it.
Because once you taste it, she's gonna be like, "Oh, what? That's this." Yeah. There's no way
Yeah,
in hell you can tell me that you can go to Walmart and get the same thing. No way.
yeah. I know
The
that's
only
right.
thing, the only place I may say okay is Costco, because Costco
Uh-huh.
be bringing in some fruits. Like they had like the Honeycrisp apples and persimmons from Spain. I went there last night. They ship in stuff from overseas, and you can try some different fruits, and they taste like pretty good. Like I got some figs from Greece. I got some kiwi from they're not American raised or they're overseas, but no way you can tell me Walmart has good fruit. No way in hell.
Yeah.
I will be like, nope, nope. And yeah,
I
fresh
know.
egg
Listen.
salon diva. There's no way you can tell me. Oh, it's just, no. I tried my own fresh eggs. No way, no comparison, no comparison. I can take an egg that she laid this morning and put it in the frying pan. You can't tell me that can compare to no Walmart and Kroger and Publix egg. No way in hell. No way.
Well, they say, and your fresher eggs should last a lot longer than these regular eggs because I
Yep.
think there's something on the eggshell
The
that comes
bloom.
from from the chicken
Yeah.
that protects it.
Yep.
Because when we were in Costa Rica, all
Hmm.
the eggs were not in the refrigerated section, and I was
Yes.
disgusted. But then I started doing the homework and said, wait a minute, let me try this, and I tried it. I mean, they were
Hey,
good.
Jason. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, you're the one who meant. Yeah, you're the one who mentioned that. And then I looked into it because I was getting the chickens around that time. And it's like, yeah, when you don't wash the egg, the protection is on there. But anything you buy in the store has been washed, maybe bleached, and then you have to refrigerate it now. And the longer it's there, it's degrading day by day. By the time you go buy an egg from the store, it's 45 to 60 days old before you even get it in your hand to now go take it home to hold it for another 30 days and cook them throughout the month that you have them. So
Yeah,
there's no comparison. No way.
yeah, and
Vegetables, same thing.
exactly, and even the meat, you could see the difference in the color of the beef
Mm-hmm.
or the difference
Mm-hmm.
in the color of the chicken. And the chickens didn't look like these oversized church's chicken, whatever, mutant
Yep.
legs or whatever. And
Yep.
yeah, and it just
Turkey. Look
made
like
me,
turkey.
yeah,
Turkey.
exactly. And then I'm wondering why my fat behind that I don't have indigestion. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't have to take no pills for my stomach, and it's this poison that they're throwing on us, to
There's
preserve it or whatever,
mm-hmm.
make it last longer. And half the time, by the time a guy like me delivers it to you, it's old anyway.
And you've
Doesn't
even
matter.
mentioned before about the gas. Some of the trucks you have to deliver, they put
Yes,
gas in the container to do something to ripen it, I guess, and then you deliver it. It's now
yep,
ripe, but it's all unnaturally forced.
yes, yeah, exactly. Why do you think I don't eat Reese's peanut butter cups, stuff like that? I deliver it to that from South Georgia where you pick up the peanuts. They gassed the trailer. They said,
Yeah,
"What are you doing?" They said, "Well, we got to kill the rest of the bugs that are on the peanuts." I said,
yeah.
And I like candy. I'm like, probably not gonna eat that ever again,
No,
And
no.
it's all that chemicals it passes on, and we don't realize what that's doing to us. We probably
Mm,
should be living a little longer lifespan than we're living,
mhm.
And but
You
it
know,
it is what it is.
when you offload your responsibilities, as people, your food to somebody else or company or entity, they're going to take shortcuts because they want to make the most profit. So that comes with a price. The price
Yeah,
is you're going to be exposed to things that you don't even realize, and they're not going to disclose it. You want
yes,
pineapples 12 months a year? No problem. You want no problem. We got you,
yes,
because we
yep,
have no concept that there's seasons, that things grow in given season, and we're so used to now getting things 12 months a year. We have no concept. It doesn't even make sense. Milk, to have milk all the time, that means you have to keep impregnating something. Nothing's supposed to be impregnated 12 months a year. Like, if there's supposed to be a natural break. But because we want our chocolate milk and our milk every damn day for our Cocoa Puffs, something's being done to force them, and people don't get it.
yes,
Like, you have to be pregnant or be been pregnant to be producing milk.
yeah.
So that's what's
So
happening to
yeah,
these animals, which is
it's
why people
it's
have a problem. Go
and
ahead, sorry.
like you said, the vegetables, we get these vegetables, you know way out of seasons because
Hmm.
we're getting them imported from South America, from Mexico. They're coming across the border and the chemicals that are, the chemicals got to be bad if they're not
Mhm.
allowed to be used in the United States, but they're
Yep.
allowed to be used in Mexico. So you know that them things are bad, and they're spraying the crops with that stuff. That's something ain't right there. I mean, the DDT
Definitely.
that was banned in during the Vietnam and stuff like that. But guess
Yep.
what? Dow Chemical
A
still produces that mess.
neurotoxin.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dow Chemical still produces that mess, and they use it on this certain vegetation. We have
And then
that
why? Because Americans won't buy a lot of the things that they're doing is because Americans won't buy it. They want everything perfect, blemish free, no spot, no dot, no nothing on it, no hole in any leaves, nothing. That's why they've now taken these measures because they won't buy them. We
yeah,
won't buy them. They is we. We won't buy them. We don't want it.
yeah.
So now you can't complain that you don't want things that look blemish, but then now they're spraying them with chemicals so that they don't have blemishes.
Well, you know that the bananas that we see now, the yellow bananas,
Mhm.
is they're not made from seed. That's a hybrid that
Mhm.
it's been dying off for a long time, and they've got to burn the crops when there's a certain disease that comes across them, and they've been trying to find another banana, but Americans won't eat bananas that are not yellow.
Yep.
I think it
And
was
they
like,
don't want things with seeds. You don't want things with seeds because it's too annoying to eat, but that's what gives the food its life.
yep, yep,
Not having sterile seedless. So, people do what they want, but they want to complain, but you are part of the problem. This is
yep,
like you are the start of the problem. Because if you
yep.
would buy the food that's more natural, they wouldn't be doing all these things.
Yeah,
They wouldn't.
exactly.
And then the diseases that are happening in not just bananas, but a lot of different crops, they're now becoming resistant to all the things that we're doing to prevent the diseases. So now we have an even bigger problem. We have insects that are and diseases that are the sprays don't work on them anymore. The bug spray doesn't work on them anymore, and they're becoming resistant. So good luck in the next 10 years growing certain foods.
Yeah,
Good luck.
that's true. That's true. Well, let me go ahead and say, I will. You have a blessed day. I'm going
You
to
too. Have a
sit back
blessed
and
day.
listen. I'll sit back and listen because I'm getting close to the traffic, so I have to
Pay
concentrate.
attention.
Yeah, I don't want you to see me on the camera going, ah! Oh my God! Ah! But let me stop. Let me stop YouTube so y'all don't
Yes.
see me die.
And
Oh my God! But
all
you have
right.
a nice day. I'll talk to y'all
Take
later.
care.
All
All
right.
right. Bye-bye. I'll drop the link in again for somebody else who wants to pop in. Banana plants are having a huge disease problem. Yeah, definitely. And Truth and Integrity, whoops, said medical advancement is better, but our life expectancy is shorter. Definitely. I'm telling you, in the last 2 months, there's the amount of people who have been diagnosed that I know of with answer C um has been ridiculous. And it's definitely problematic. And the medical advancement is great, but they can't reverse and do those kind of things. They can only treat, and the treatments are almost as damaging as the disease itself. Hold on, I hate Gigi. Hold on, how you doing, girl?
Hey, fine. I'm out still out in these streets.
I'm dreading going out in the streets because all the car problems we've been having is just like a sign. Keep your butt at home.
Oh,
Keep your butt at home.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, jeez.
That
It's
that always
hilarious.
does. Actually, let me put this. There we
But
go.
are you baking
But
for the
yeah,
holiday? I know you made the banana pudding cake that everyone's been
first of
side eyeing.
all, first of all, I am. I look. I'm going to take credit for being a baker just on that one post,
That one
but I
cake.
do not bake. I do not bake. That is not my testimony. That's a one time deal. That's my one bake a year. because I got caught up in the picture. Somebody sent me a picture of a cake that was a banana pudding cake, and I love banana pudding.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'm making that. And after I made it, I said, what? That cake was ginormous. There's only
Yeah.
3 people in my house. There's no way to eat through that cake. I'm actually going to end up, I'm not going to say that online. I don't want to upset folks.
Yeah.
But there's just no way. There's still cake. Just needless to say, there's still cake.
You can give
It
that
was
away. Go
huge.
take it to work. That will be gone already in 5 minutes.
Well, we out now until
For the week,
Wednesday.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I didn't even think. If I had thought about it, I might have. But we had stuff at work because
Everyone's bringing in treats. I'm telling you, everyone's bringing in
different
treats.
companies, and yes, we have people send us stuff. They send us cookies every year. These like this one very popular, supposed to be like the best cookies in the city type situation. They send us a whole box of those things, and they're all individually wrapped, but they too sweet to me. They always have some kind of buttercream icing on them, and I'd be like, I'm out. I'm not the biggest sweet eater.
Yeah.
I am a savory person. That's probably why I don't bake that much, because I love savory foods more so than sweet foods.
Yeah. I like it all, sweet and savory. I'll take it all. But I don't bake. I don't bake like I used to. If I do bake, it's like, yeah, I'll make like scones. I'll make things like that. That's not really sweet. It's kind of like you have it with a side of something else. But I used to make a nice Italian cream cake. I should probably make at least the cream cake, but I'll do it for the new year, not now. I don't have the ingredients. And I'm not gonna go fight with everyone and their grandmother to go, get the stuff in the store.
I do have to go to the store, unfortunately. Now, for Christmas, I don't do a traditional Christmas spread. I haven't in a long time. My mom started a tradition of doing brunch for Christmas, and so that's what I still do. Yeah, I still
Send
do
me
a
a
brunch.
slice. Well, Jay wants a slice. Juicing with Jay wants a slice. She better put that cake in the
Jay,
freezer. People be freezing cake for a year you better freeze that cake. Bring it out.
I'm over it.
Bring it out every
I'm
week.
over.
I got cake.
I am so over it. It is, like I said, that's because I'm not a sweet eater. My husband probably thinking you better not throw it away.
Yeah,
I'm
you
thinking
better not. You better put that
I'm
in the freezer and
overseeing it.
slice this so I can have it when I need it.
It is in slices. I did slice it all up because I didn't want them to think that they needed, when they went to make a slice, they would make it too big because it was 3 layers to that cake.
Oh.
So that's why it was hard to eat through, because a thin slice is plenty. It's plenty. So yeah, it was good though. It looked like it had
great.
it looked like it had a buttercream icing that was not buttercream. That was actually a whipped icing. It was homemade whipped icing, and then it had in between each in between each layer there was a banana pudding cream situation.
Yeah. That was
It was delicious, and it had wafers. I crumbled
those
wafers.
Yeah, I saw those. I'm like,
They were in between the layers too. So every time I put a layer of the pudding cream, I crumbled some cookies, and then another cake layer, cream, cookies. Yeah, I went all out for that one. No more.
For the picture, for the.
Well, actually, the picture, and I hate to say this online because I done got fussed at so much when people found this out, but the picture one was not even my cake. I made a cake for Zach as well. That was that guy with guns. He was the one who sent me the banana pudding cake. It's not just him. Me, him, Erica, Billy. We be sending like food stuff, pictures of like something we might be cooking, and he sent me that cake, and I was like, oh, I'm making that for Christmas. And he was like, if I buy the stuff, will you make me one? I was like, don't worry about it, I got you.
Yeah.
But I would never again. That was just, making one was enough. Making two? I'm like, you don't like to bake, right, Dina? Right?
That
And I'm
cake, now that
really,
I look at it, I would probably make it as a 2-layer cake. I could not make it 3. It's just
it didn't need,
it's
it
too
didn't need
thick.
to be 3. Yep.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
I
know
think
that. I was
yeah,
following a recipe.
yeah, exactly.
Now
You're
that,
following it to the T. But now I'll be like, you know what? That could make me 3 separate cakes or one
yep,
2-layer cake and one single layer. Because to cut through
yep,
that and to eat all that, it's kind of like,
girl,
yeah, you're
it
right.
was
You're right. It's too
a
much cake.
lot. And so, of course, Erica was like, "That's for who?" I said, "He almost
Hell
gets
no.
the benefit of the
She's like,
fact that we live
hell
in the same city, so it's not like I have to go anywhere to get the cake."
no. And she's
I
like,
was
no
cracking up.
way. How dare you?
And he is horrible because he called her to tell her about the cake. He intentionally is petty.
So he's just putting salt on the already, sore wound.
He know what he doing. He called her and was like, "Oh, Gina made this cake. It's so amazing," and blah blah blah. So I had to hear all about that. And so I'm like, "How you keep getting me in trouble with my peeps? Like, stop. You know I'm gonna have to hear them, and they're gonna be mad at me. Stop."
I'm gonna
But
bake though.
yeah,
I am gonna bake because I have the stand mixer sitting there. I'm gonna bake, but just not. I'll do it on Tuesday. I'm not doing it today because I do want to
yeah,
have some of those treats that I used to make. But
yep.
I'm not doing it for Christmas. There's no way I can get done for Christmas. It's not worth
I'm
even getting
actually.
upset and fighting.
Oh, it's not in the view. I was about to say, I thought my range bag was in the view. I'm actually on my way to the range.
Oh, are you? Okay. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I'm hoping to go this week. Hopefully, we'll see. To this
I
new.
know I'm going to go now, and then I hope I'm going to be able to go again Tuesday, but I have to find out when I go today if they're even going to be open on Tuesday.
Yeah, because they're doing their holiday hour. I'm like, you guys close? So I'm hoping to go. If I go though, I'll have to go with let my nephew drive because my car can't make that drive right now. And Wednesday, the mechanics open on Wednesday, so I can make sure everything's in working order before. Because all of our ranges are out of the way. Like I'm talking about, way up in the north in 2 hours or like it's not like it's down
Oh,
the street. I don't know why they're all in the middle of these remote. I guess that's more gun country. That's more gun
are
people. I
they
guess.
outdoor?
I haven't been to no one of them's indoor. This new one in a place called Stouffville. I don't even know. I think it's indoor. The outdoor ones are on farms, which are not even operating right now.
I was going to say
So
our
I don't even know
outdoor ones
why.
are
Like,
kind of further.
but they're like, I guess those people are kind of more like firearms people. Hey Ray, they're more firearm people, I guess. But I'm thinking like people in the city being gangs, so they're firearms too. So I don't know why you going all the way over there. Like, I need something that's local, which is why I don't get there because it's too damn far.
I get it.
So
I get
then
it. We got to get you a dry firing system.
that's what I'm gonna look into. So I'm gonna talk to my nephew because he asked, "Do I have?" I said, "No, I haven't purchased anything yet." And he knows the laws as much as I do because they're changing every other week and they're getting rid of what was allowed to like not allowed, which is so stupid because they're for hunting.
Yeah.
And then they brought in Americans. There's too many turkeys or something. Is it turkeys? Or some kind of I can't remember. Some animal was overpopulating. So they allowed Americans to come in here with their ARs to come and hunt and depopulate the whatever it was. I can't remember now. So you let them come in with their ARs, but we can't have our whatevers and then go hunting. It didn't make no sense. And he paid them
No,
almost $800,000 for this. It doesn't make
exactly.
any
Just
sense.
silly. Exactly.
Oh, we're trying to be tough on crime. Law-abiding citizens aren't the ones that are doing this.
Yep.
It doesn't
And
matter
the
if you
other
ban
ones
all
don't
the
care.
weapons. The
Yep.
ones that
And
are
yeah,
illegal don't care about your laws. They're going to do what they want
they
to
don't
do,
care.
and they're going to get what they're going to get. Which is why you
Mm-hmm.
keep catching people who are on parole and probation re-committing crimes. Like,
Yep.
it's not little old me who has a license who's doing this kind of crap. We don't want to lose our
Exactly.
license, so we're not doing that. No, 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 no. He go bring them in from overseas, from America, and I think it was New Zealand or something. All these hunters to come in and hunt with their ARs, but ARs are not
Wow.
allowed here. But we'll
Wow.
let you bring them in temporarily to come in and clear up. But you don't need an AR to hunt a deer because you can just use
I
it with a
was
regular.
thinking, like, why did they need ARs to do the hunting? Because they don't allow you to hunt with ARs here. They get, you know, we do it. We do have hunting here, but
Yeah.
you can't hunt with the AR.
So I guess he figured he wanted them to do it quickly and just get like, drop a whole bunch of them quite quickly. Get these animals, out and dispatched and cleaned up, and they can go about their business. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy, but
Yeah.
we're the problem, I guess. We're the problem. And even regular other rifles that are in use for hunting, they don't even want that. People are robbing a bank, with a rifle. It's got a bit big and bulky. Like it's not like, so why are they even on the table? Why is rifles even on the table?
Yeah.
And the handguns that people be using are illegal anyway. So like who are you penalizing? Law-abiding citizens.
Nobody. Yep.
I said, all right.
That's
No
true.
problem. No problem.
That is so true. They
And
got
then I
so
was
many
like,
going freight trucks on this highway. I see Amazon Prime. They're bringing y'all stuff, people. They're bringing your stuff.
Amazon be on the road. They
I
want
keep
their
trying
stuff.
to get around them, and they everywhere.
Yep. That's why I said I'm keeping my butt home. Yesterday, nothing but trucks. Thursday, nothing but trucks on the road. And between UPS, DHL, I see Amazon, I see everyone's on the road. Round the clock delivering their stuff.
Yep.
No, it wasn't pigs. It wasn't pigs. It was was it pigs? Hold on. I'm gonna look because I found the CCR or something or other. Hold on. It was I know about the pig problem already. Was it pigs? Maybe it was the pigs. Because I don't know what it was, but it didn't make no sense. Hold on, I think it's CCFR, the firearms. It was just crazy. It didn't make any sense. So they let them come in here with their stuff, but they won't let us have anything.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, he let them bring it. It was hold on, it's right here. I found it. Yeah, he brought in he spent $800,000, approximately 10,000 per deer, for non-Canadian residents to hunt our deer on our land with AR-15s. He wouldn't, yeah. Then he said that you don't need an AR-15 to bring down a deer, and he's banned them. But you brought in American and New Zealand contractors to kill 80 deer by helicopter, equipped with AR-15s, with 30-round magazines and suppressors, all prohibited in Canada for the purposes of hunting.
That's not really for the purpose of hunting, because they're not eating it, more than likely, because they're probably not even making sure they get a clear shot to make the deer,
the meat usable. Hopefully,
yeah.
I hope they did, because that could have fed a lot of people, especially people who do that. But you're right; it probably was foolishness.
Yeah, if they're doing it from a helicopter.
That sounds like Jurassic Park stuff. Remember Jurassic Park when they're out there hunting the yeah, man, and bringing the hunters to do like their hunting thing. Yeah, the testosterone. Yeah, I'm the. Okay.
That's interesting.
He could have gotten people who hunt deer and different
I was gonna say
communities,
yes.
and say, listen, we're gonna have a open session of hunting.
Yep.
You don't need to have a license. This is the address you can come to from this state to this state, and you can hunt as much as you want to hunt and use it for your own, meat and food consumption.
That's exactly what they could have done. Because
tell local tribes and bands to come with their First Nations hunting crew. You have permission to come over here, and there'll be no cost to you. You can hunt as many as you want for your band and bring it back to your community to eat food. No. None of that. We're gonna pay $800,000 to have other people do it for us. Okay.
Yep, that's just not smart. Because there's a lot of people who live in states where the amount of deer that you're allowed for law-abiding citizens, they would like to be able to get more. Like my coworker, he always hunts. He gets one for his house. His two children are grown, so he likes to also get deer for their households as well. Sometimes he has friends who want him to get one for them. And you're allowed so many by gun and so many by bow. And I don't know the count because I'm not a hunter. But me and him talk about it every time. Every
Yeah.
time he catches something, he comes back into work and shows me what he got and all that kind of crap. But if he had the opportunity to go there and just have free for all, he would have hitched up his trailer and came.
That's what I'm saying. And he would have filled his coolers with me and got like people would have made that a priority. Say, okay, let me go and do that. I don't see the point of hunting and you're gonna just waste the meat and the animal. I don't think that's really a good use of. But
exactly.
Who am I? I think they should just plan things better. I've never hunted a deer, but trust me, if that was going on, I'd find a way.
Yeah,
I'll be hunting some
and they're
turkey
very
and some deer.
particular about where that shot hits because they want to hit the heart so that because they're typically adrenaline is going to have them run, but they don't want them to get too far out because they won't ever find them. So they want to hit them to where they're going to drop within a yard, few yards or whatever, and so they could just get to the spot and find, be able to follow the trail and find them.
I don't know what
trying to
they're
get them
doing
from a helicopter. That sounds interesting to me. Who the heck are you, the Navy SEALs or something?
I'm telling you, that's like movies. That's movie stuff. And I want to say bye to G Mama and Barb Brownlee. Thank you for popping through. Have a blessed weekend, both of you as well. Happy holidays. I don't know what they're doing. That's like, to me, I'm like, this is $800,000, and then they act like they don't have money for stuff. They don't have money for stuff. But you got money for that stuff.
Exactly. The U.S. understands that all too well. They always got money to fund some crazy stuff, and when it comes to something that needs to be done, there's no money for it.
No money for it. Oh, we can't do that. It's budget cuts. Okay. Hey, Yankee sister. Okay, no problem.
Hey, Yankee sister.
I'll just sit over here and suffer and starve. It's okay. No problem.
Yep.
But you want to control what I'm doing in my backyard. Okay, no problem.
Yep. That part.
That's why I'm at a point where I'm allegedly breaking every bylaw possible. If you want to find me, you can find me. You know where I am.
Yeah.
If it's that important to you to lock me up for some chickens and some quail, go right ahead.
Yep.
That's what's more important to you. Me here having my own food, no problem. Minding my business, right. No problem. No problem. And when you need the law enforcement, you can't find them. Oh, we don't deal with that. Oh, we don't deal with this. Oh, you got to call over here. You got to call over there. And I said, so let me get this straight. Let me just make sure I'm clear on this. There's a fireworks display going on illegally. There's a mob and a crowd full of people, but I must pinpoint the name and the address of who is there before you'll come there. So I have to be a direct rat to say it's this person at this address before you'll come and do something. But there's a mob over there, but we don't come for that.
Yep.
Okay. No problem.
Listen, they had that incident in Georgia. The girl actually got convicted and was sentenced to basically, she'll be in jail for a long time. But anyway, they had that car accident there. They called the police to come to the car accident. Nobody shows up 20 minutes later. They call again. Well, at this point, the man that was part of the accident was trying to leave the scene. Nobody knowing that he's dealing with a health crisis. And he was actually trying to get to the hospital. One of the people who witnessed the accident decides she's going to be a vigilante and follow him. And then she cuts him off at some point and pulls her firearm out at him. And I guess they get to tussling or whatever, and she shoots him. And she tried to play it as if he shot her, forgetting that she had 911 on the phone with her as well while she's doing all this, because she called them to tell them that she was following him. And they told her to stop following him, that she didn't need to do that.
Yeah, because they can find him. They know where to find him.
But it's like, if they just had showed up when they were called the first time, this is why you are your first line of defense. Because if they would have showed up when they were called the first time, 20 minutes later, he wouldn't have had to try to get himself to the hospital because he was having an intention. I think he was having a diabetic crisis or something.
I don't know what, like, this is my problem with people, Karens, and I call them Karens. Why is it your business?
It wasn't.
Like,
she just
you have the license plate, you have the person, you can take a picture of the person, they can find the person. It's not hard to find him. If he left the scene of an accident for whatever reason, it's not hard to find the person. Trust me, they found other people for other things. Why are you have to go like you need to be whatever cop, Rambo, or whatever you want to call yourself, and go take the law into your own hand?
I know now she wished she didn't do it, because she is literally, I think she got sentenced on like 4 or 5 different counts of different things. But I think she's not even up for parole, but eligibility for parole for a ridiculous amount of time. It's like 50 plus years, easy.
So her whole life is going to be spent behind bars.
Her whole life is gone over her deciding she's going to be a vigilante over a traffic accident where nobody was injured. There's just vehicle damage, when you could have just wrote down a license plate and went on about your life.
That's what I'm saying. Write down a license plate. Where's the common sense? Is there something missing? Is something not computing? Get the license plate, get the vehicle, whatever, and keep it moving. Keep it moving. And if you're going to follow somebody, you can follow somebody and find out where they're going and get the address. Fine, that. And then you keep it moving. But why are you cutting them off, pulling out your weapon? Like, what's... Nah, man.
This is the craziest part when I first heard about it. The first thing she did when the weapon goes off is she gets back on her phone and she tells them that he pulled the trigger on her weapon. And it's like, you already know it was wrong. You know it was wrong immediately, and the first thing you do is lie to try to cover what you already know shouldn't have happened to begin with.
Yep.
Why can't we make the better decision before the incident happens? Why can't we think that through? So yeah.
Mind your own business. Like, not everything has to be addressed on the spot. There are cameras everywhere. I went through a light and they had that camera so crisp and clear on 4K. There was no way I was getting out of that one.
Girl,
I have to go to court and plead myself to the mercy of the court. They have, you're monitored everywhere. You go and cash out at the self-serve checkout at the orange store. I wasn't even cashing out. My sister was cashing out. My picture was so clear on the screen. Clear as day. They'll find your behind. They know where to find you. Trust me. Trust and believe. They will find you. So you're gonna go follow people and cut them off. No, the hero syndrome. It's more than hero syndrome. It's I'm the boss of you syndrome. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna do. Put you in your place syndrome. That's it's not from a place of I want to be a hero. I want to control you. And how dare you leave? And you're gonna leave when I tell you to leave. And who do you think you are? I'm the okay.
Yeah.
If that man did give her one slap in her face, oh, I'm the victim. She'd be on the floor rolling and care.
Yep. She tried to become the victim easily, and I was like, girl. I didn't watch the trial. I watched bits and pieces through stuff I was seeing posts, but I thought to myself, I know you have to feel some kind of way that you just ruined your whole life for this. It wasn't worth it.
No. It wasn't like something was done where, nothing, a fender bender. Who cares?
Yep. Ruined her whole life. Now you got people, you live in a box where people control your every movement. your every movement. You have to be scared to death because this is not your normal environment. Some of
You're
these
not built for
people are
that.
in
I'm not built for that, for hard jail, for hard time. Hey, Crafty Leo, I'm not built for hard time. Oh my goodness.
I can't.
I ain't built for
I don't have
having
the
to fight every
temperament.
day.
I'll be there. I'll be in the hole. I don't have the temperament. I can only handle so much before I'm gonna flip out on everybody, and they just
I'm
gonna throw me
telling
in the
you.
hole.
And having to fight for your cornbread? Oh no, I'm not built for that. Let's go eat your cornbread. I'm not built for that. I can't. No, I'm rather stay in my house, grow my little plants, and mind my business. That's a whole other battlefield that we're not prepared for. You think you're bad? You're gonna find out real quick you're not bad at all. You're gonna be crying yourself to sleep every night. Never mind.
Yes.
Nope, not built for that.
Yep.
Not even gonna pretend. I'm not built for that. That's a whole separate society in jail, and you just gotta get in where you fit in. Hopefully,
you do. You gotta hope.
You better hope and pray. And then you're going to a female jail where all these guards, use you for sexual favors. Oh
Heck,
God.
the females will use you for sexual favors.
That too. So you got the men on one side and the lady. You just hoeing
You
inside.
can't win for losing. You can't win for losing. I'm like, and the fact is, you ain't really about that life. Like, you did something just because you, in the moment, you felt empowered to do so. Yep. But it wasn't like you had the temperament really for the stuff. You gonna go in there, they gonna eat you alive. You think they not watching your trial? They got TVs. They're seeing they seeing the bits and pieces too.
And they go, what's she going to? Oh, she coming to our jail? Oh, we ready for her. They ready for her. You. Oh, hell no. Oh, and then that guy, the guard who the cop who got jailed for the George Floyd, didn't he get beat up and he got telling you. You bad out here in the regular world. You go in there, you on your own.
You just like everybody else. It took you to do this to realize you're just like everybody else because you've seen so many times that people didn't get treated like they were like everybody else. But everybody's day comes. Everybody's day comes.
And I'm like, you better.
I believe in karma.
Oh, big time.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Y'all, it is crowded here. Why is all these people here?
I know. Go home. Let me shop in peace.
Go home.
While you out there shopping too.
I'm in front of the range.
Oh, I forgot you're going to the range. Like, go
home. I just want you to go and let me be the one who just gets to come and do what I want to do. When I come on Mondays, it be people here. It don't be a lot though, and it be so peaceful. It's
I don't like crowds. I like to go out, and quiet and just do what I need to do, without all the banging and all the hearing other things firing off, which I find.
Now that part doesn't bother me. I don't care about the because it don't matter if it's a few people or a lot of people. There's always somebody who shoots something that's gonna make you wonder what the heck they shooting.
Oh, you hear that?
Always. I'd be like, what the heck they got? trying to peek a little bit, like see what they shoot. Like, God dang, that thing I could feel rattle in my entire body.
Yep.
It's always somebody in there with something like that.
That's
always.
Good.
Yeah. So that
do you
part
carry
doesn't
all your
bother.
stuff with you, or just your one? What do you carry when you go? All your stuff, all your tools, or and you practice all of them? Okay. That's the part I don't like to have. If when I get stuff, I have to carry them all with me. Then I got to carry them back because I can't go to the store.
You wouldn't know. It's all in one bag. I have my range bag, and it's all in there.
Okay. And after you finish, you leave it in your trunk and lock it up to go to the store, or do you? Okay, so that doesn't go in your.
Everybody won't know what it is.
No.
But inside of my bag, I have 3 of these, and each one can hold 2 firearms.
Okay.
So they pack up in there. I tried to go find me some ammo before I came. Everybody is sold out. I'm gonna order some online. Though. I'm gonna find me some. Um, I have some. I just always like to keep a lot so I don't run out. I think
Yeah.
I have like 6 boxes right now of range ammo, but yeah,
Well, I heard it's getting hard to find, right? So you got to make sure you got to get what you need in bulk because it's
that's
getting
what I'm
harder
trying
to
to
find.
find. I actually saw some online in bulk at Palmetto, but I want to see if Surplus Army has it in bulk as well. And Jada
Okay.
Budget Gun Buyer is supposed to sell ammo as well. I don't know how much
Is
though.
that the one that I saw on Instagram? I don't know who
Mhm.
posted it. He has his own
It might
armory kind of
be.
thing.
Yeah, I think that might be. Or maybe it was Big Dre. He doesn't do ammo, but I think
He
Big
does
Dre
the
does
fire. Yeah, I know Big Dre does the
firearms.
firearm.
Mhm.
The he's got some nice stuff too on his product list too.
Yeah, I said when I get ready to get my AR, I'm definitely going to Big Dre.
Yeah, he has some nice products.
Mhm.
If I could get one, trust me, but damn laws. The damn laws.
Yeah.
Making it so like taking all the fun out of it. It's like
It is
now that I'm
fun
in
too.
it, I realize that, like, because I thought it was this big military thing. No, it's not.
Mhm.
Just a regular thing. The media kind of, poisons your mind, but then you like it's the same as anything else. It's just
Yep.
it's just the name that you're giving it, making it sound more, machinish, but
Yep.
it's not. Same thing. But
Mhm.
it's part
And
of their
it does
political
it.
ploy,
They do give it a really bad rep. I wouldn't even had ever considered getting one, but typically when I would meet up at the range with that guy with guns, he would always bring something that I haven't shot before. And
Mhm.
then one day he showed up with an AR, and it was I didn't know what it was, but he had this huge bag, and I'm like, oh God, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm afraid. And he was like, "It's don't be afraid. It's cool. I would never have show actually it's always up to me if I'm gonna shoot it, but he's like, I never would bring anything that that I would feel like you would need to be uncomfortable with, yada yada."
Yeah.
And I liked it. I've shot an AR, I've shot an AK. I like the AK, but I like the AR better.
What's the difference between the two? I don't think.
To me, to me the AR just was I don't know if that's a way to describe it, but just a smoother shot
Smoother. Okay.
to me.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the AK though. I liked it too. I just like the AR better.
Something was just smoother
It's
when
just
you
like
were
my
doing it.
handguns. I like all of them, but I like some better than others.
Mhm.
So I like the platypus that I got, but I think I still prefer my Canic over the platypus. Um, I don't know. Maybe that's because that's one of the first firearms that I shot. But I really, really like every Canic I've shot except for the micro mete, the smaller one.
Mhm.
Uh, I liked. And the only thing I didn't like about the mete is it had a lot of recoil for me, and I didn't like
Okay.
that. But the everything else that I've shot, I like, but I like some more than others. My least favorite that I have right now is my Beretta, and that's only because I don't like the trigger.
And are you
If
gonna
I could,
change the trigger?
I've been looking
Can
into
you?
it. Nobody seems to know if it can, because Beretta
Oh.
apparently there's like not a lot of information out there. If y'all listening, because I know it's some 2A folks in the chat. I know I saw Truth. I don't know if he's still here. I heard you say hi to Ray. So anybody
Mhm.
here who might know, let me know. Ray, you know how to get in touch with me. Let me know if that's a possibility to be able to switch out the trigger in the Beretta APX A1. Because Zach said he didn't know, he wasn't seeing a lot of stuff out there in regards to, he said Beretta just seems to be very hush
Mhm.
about that kind of stuff. I asked Big Dre, he really didn't know for sure. if it could be, I'm like, I would really like to get that switched out. That would help me like it a lot more. Because
Yeah,
I
because
don't
if you
dislike the firearm. I just don't like the trigger.
and it's
So
too slow for you, the trigger, or it's too fat. Like, what don't you
it's
like?
the with their with most firearms, when you pull the trigger, you'll feel the first wall when you're pulling the trigger, and then
Mm-hmm.
when you after you go beyond that, it's going to fire.
Mm-hmm.
With the Beretta, you hit that first wall, you're pulling all the way back to the very back of, like, the trigger goes
All the
all
way
the
back.
way
Yeah.
back before it fires, and I don't like that. And Zach says it's because I've gotten used to the
The
triggers he
other
put on
one
his
that he had.
Canik,
Yeah, yeah,
which is possible.
yeah.
But even outside of my Canik, I have the Sig now. I have the the platypus, which the platypus has probably the lightest trigger, and then I also have the PDP.
Mm-hmm.
So all of their triggers are fine, and those are all the triggers that came with it. They're not changed. The only
Special.
one that has
Yeah.
a changed out trigger is the Canik. The rest of them have the triggers that they came with, and they're fine. Now I do want to change them, not because I want to change the trigger,
Hey,
but because
Shanna.
I want to my Beretta is the one I want to do. I want to Cerakote it, and I want to change the trigger to kind of match and all that. I want
Yeah.
to. So
Gina came in with, oh, I don't know about this. And now she's like Sarah coding, painting, customizing, has 5 things. And she just came in here like last December, oh, I'm not sure. Let me get a trainer. Oh, I'll try it out. And I'm like, what had happened was the
it was love at
AKAR
first
just took
shot.
over her spirit. And now she just like, yeah, I got a
It
backpack.
was
I got, like, she has a whole, like,
listen.
she has changed over. She got TT on there going to the range now. She got, like, it's like a whole thing.
It is. And what's the name about to go to? Lydia. I got her about to go
Lydia,
to. At first, she
good.
used to be like, I don't know why y'all. I said, Lydia. I said, it's not about that. I said, but you do want to be in a position to protect yourself if you need to. And her and her husband were talking about it, and she was like, "We're gonna do it. We're gonna start going. We're gonna start going to the range. We're gonna look into getting a firearm. Both of them.
Yeah,
I think he might. Don't let me tell. I don't know none of his business because I don't know. I'm
yeah,
not gonna put that out there.
yeah.
But I know that they've talked about, doing that, and I was like, good. I hope she does. And I said, and if you
Hold on, I'm
guys
gonna put up
looking for
what
somebody,
Truth said. He said Langdon Tactical does a lot with Beretta firearms. He's been working a lot on the APX series.
is he a content creator? Truth. I'm not familiar.
Let me
I'm gonna
look
look
and
him
see.
up.
I'm gonna look on Instagram first and see if I see them there.
That'll work too. I could
Langdon
reach
Tactical.
out over there. Now this is the thing.
Yeah,
There is one.
I see. There's 2. There's Langdon Tactical, and it's followed by Poindexter. So I'm assuming that's the one.
That's probably it.
And there's
Mm-hmm.
Langdon Tactical 1.
It's probably the one that you saw Poindexter on because that he's 2A. So
Yeah, this is the hold on. The it's a white with a, like, a, I don't know, a symbol. Hold on. Can I forward this to you? How do I forward this?
oh yeah, please
Let
if
me
you
forward
can.
you his
You
last
can.
post. I'll forward you his last
You could.
post, and then it'll make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I think it's that person. Yeah.
Because I did find one guy on YouTube who did a video. There's no talking. He's just showing everything, and he's putting words on the
Mhm.
screen of what he's doing. But he shows taking his Beretta apart, his APX apart, and switching out the trigger and everything. And I'm not kidding you. Like, he takes off the slide, and I'm like, okay, I could do that, and pulls something out, and I'm like, okay. And then it's all these little intricate pieces that have to come out. And I was like, I'm out. Because y'all want me to put this all back together. See, I'm out because I'm not there yet. And I don't want to mess up my fire.
No. And next you know, it's like, all kind of problems. And it's user error. And then now you're not getting no. I don't have time for no
Exactly.
user error.
And there's a lot of the community not even if they're not in my city, they're surrounding me like within a
Hmm.
couple hours. Um, so that I would trust to be able to do something like that. Um, so but I need to find the information first because I don't, I want to know, be able to tell them what, you know, what I
Yeah,
know
they're on
can.
YouTube as well. The same, their logo is the same as the Instagram logo.
Gotcha. I will check them out because I definitely, if I can do that, that's gonna make me love the Beretta. Right now, I just like her. I like her. We close, but if
You're
she
cool,
can,
but you're not. Yeah, that's good
if,
though.
yeah,
I'm
but if
hoping Lydia will get into it too because she's in like a farm. She needs to have that
she does,
going on over there
she does,
with her
because they got that
because her
lake
dog will
behind
buck wild.
now. Exactly, exactly. And they have another dog. She has Lady now, which is a Rottweiler.
What?
They got
Hmm?
so they have three.
Lord have mercy. All I know is Bud. She couldn't find her dogs. How are you walking around the community? You can't find your dogs. They don't come
Hmm.
home. Those are some
Yep,
bad breed dogs she have.
yep. Now, Lady is a puppy. She's probably 3 months now. Maybe she might even might be that old, but she's a puppy. And
Okay,
right
well,
now she's
I hope they
Lydia's
don't kill our
dog.
chickens because that's a big problem. Saying he's definitely on YouTube talking about the APX and upgrades. Okay, I have
Thank you, Truth.
I follow him now. I tapped follow, so I'll check him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it
Um,
out because that's the only one I'm just absolutely not happy with. I did get some. Well, I got one because I wanted to make sure I liked it before I ordered more.
mhm.
I did put order me a base plate for my carry um that has Gigi on it.
Oh gee. Oh my
And I
goodness.
did. I liked it when it came, so I'll order me another one because I want one for each
Each one.
magazine.
Oh my
Hmm.
goodness. See, you're you're turning the crafting and putting it into the two like you're doing your journals, your books, but now you're just putting it over there.
That part.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, it's fun. I don't plan on like doing a lot with any of them, other than I do want. I thought it's either going to be my Beretta or the PDP, but I think I want to do the Beretta. I want to Cerakote it. Um,
Okay. I'm gonna go shopping soon for the rifle. All I can really get is a rifle right now. So because of
hmm
all the laws, but I want to get a pump action from day one. Now they're saying that's going to be classified as I don't know what they're just really wording things in a way. They're putting that as the same as an AR because you can if you're quick enough you can fire quite a few in a short amount of time. Um like make up your mind. Like this is ridiculous. So I'm getting my Mossberg
hmm
anyways. Too bad because I'm going hunting. So that's the whole point. I need to have one for
hmm
turkeys and one for deer. So
hmm
whatever they recommend, I'll get those. But I am getting a pump action Mossberg. Trust and believe. So I want to hear the
hmm
click, click, the click, the. I don't know. I just love it when I.
Uh huh. Uh huh. I
It's like
know what you
you
mean.
coming here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I know that's right. Make you change your mind.
I'll be doing that before I do the 911 or while at the same time 911
Hmm.
speakerphone. Yeah, I'm afraid, while I'm waiting, while I'm sitting here
I
waiting,
agree.
whatever happens is I gotta make sure I'm protected. Sorry, not sorry.
Exactly.
Because me already know how long it take to get here. You're waiting about 15 minutes. That's 10 minutes if they're in the area. So in
Mhm.
15 minutes, what's gonna happen over here? I don't know.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna sit around waiting to find out. Oh, it's Yankee sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Yankee sister.
Happy birthday, Yankee sister. What's today? The 23rd?
23rd, yeah. I
Yep.
know yesterday was
Happy
Tori's.
birthday.
A lot of
It was
December
who?
babies. Tori's brain was yesterday.
Oh, was
He
it?
turned
Did he go
50. Yeah.
live?
Yeah, he did
I mean,
live alive yesterday.
I
I was
missed
half
it. I
asleep
was
though,
so
so I was
busy
like,
trying to win an
I'm telling you.
optic over there with
Did you win? Did you
RG.
win something? Because
I
you're
ain't
like,
win
yo,
a
it's
god.
past my damn bedtime. Hurry it up. You're like, hurry it up.
I ain't win a goddamn thing. He better be happy I don't know his number. I would have been. I should have sent it to Zach so Zach can send it to him because I'm sick of it.
Yeah. I was there for a bit, but I left. I was tired. I'm like, yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone in my bed because
Then they
by the
gonna be like,
time his wheel was spinning, and then it's like, nah, man, this is gonna go on all
oh, by
night.
that time they was almost done. I remember when you came in. They was not
Oh,
that
they
far
almost done.
from it.
I dozed off. I was gone.
Yeah, I ended up leaving before he did the firearm. I figured the firearm probably was gonna be a members only, so I was like, I'm not, and I was like, whatever. But I
Yeah.
really wanted the optic, and he's like, well, I thought you just got an optic from somebody. Don't worry about that.
Why are you asking what I already have? I didn't tell you all that. I said I want to win the deal. But Shannon
Because
won.
I
Shannon
literally
won the
did. I just got
what
one.
she
Like,
win? She won the what did she win again? She won
who
the
did?
optic? Shanna.
Shanna
It was a
won.
box or something.
I forget what she won.
I forgot what she won, but they said
Oh,
don't let Jason
I
try it.
think she won the. No, she didn't. That wasn't her. Never mind. I was gonna say I think she won the swag from 2A, but no, she didn't.
No. She won
It was.
something like a optic or something that was
It might have been. I know that Tactical Tina won a
she got the laser
optic.
academy thing. The laser academy thing.
Yes.
Because I know they said don't let Jason try it. He's like, really?
Yes.
Whatever comes
But
here, you gonna try it.
yeah, but
That's
Tina got an
interactive
optic,
targets. Okay. Like a
and I
dry
was
fire
like,
practice
dang.
suite.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a dry fire. Yes,
That's a nice gift.
it is.
That's a nice
I
gift.
have the Mantis one, and I do like it. Me and my husband both use it.
Yeah, because you get to practice at home because you can't always get up, So you get that practice at home, and you can practice your speed and your, So
You
that's what I might have
can.
to look into.
The
Because
only
this way
thing
we
I
can get
don't
on
like
fire.
about it is you don't get the realistic recoil. So
Yeah.
it's just a smooth shot, but you can practice on your targeting and that the app for it tells you like a lot of things. It even helps you make your adjustments, like if you're not properly holding your firearm and things like that. So that's the good thing about it. Like it has the app helps you to kind of perfect some things.
Okay.
But
you still gotta. It doesn't eliminate. You gotta actually use the real thing and feel that real.
I don't think it's a
feel that,
replacement. Yeah, because if you're in a real life
load the
situation,
magazine, like those things you can't replace, like the actual hands-on.
I agree. Yeah,
And even having the weight of the firearm, because if you're always just using like you got to strengthen your hand and your.
Yep. That's the first thing to get used to. It's so funny. The first time I met up with Zach and we did some instruction, I remember how heavy the Rival and the X5 Legion felt. I still remember that to this day. Like I'm holding it now. And I've shot that Legion so many times since then. I had to ask one time, is this the same one from the first time we because it's not heavy to me anymore.
Hey,
so you do that comes with the continuously practicing with your firearm. The you get used to the weight. You compensate. It doesn't feel heavy anymore. It almost feels like it's just as light as anything else you have.
That's what I'm noticing, even with like the machetes and stuff. Like you buy certain things, you hold it, and you're like, okay, because you got to be able to maneuver with it and not feel that like the weight on your wrist, because that's like the weak point, your wrist. You can't, So I'm practicing, and they're like, my family's like, what are you doing? Because I was like practicing wielding it and swinging over the head and chop, chop, chop. And then like, what are you doing? I said, I have to pretend that someone's jumping me. It's not going to be just like, okay, you jump me at the perfect angle. And like, no, I got to be able to swing it. I got to drop it like it's hot, pop back up. And I'm going through and I'm practicing. They're like, this girl, I said, listen here, you got to practice for a mad person, someone who's crazy, that doesn't have any pain sensory coming after you. How are you going to handle that? While you're trying to run for your life, look around. So I'm in the backyard practicing and chop, chop, chop. And then like this girl, I'm like, listen here, when something goes left, you don't have to worry about me. I'll meet you at the
See
meeting
if I
point. Don't
can.
worry, I'm gonna get there.
Oh, I can't do it fast enough. I was trying to see if I could flop my camera so you
Oh,
could
to
see
show
the
you
kind
the
of stuff,
inside.
these big old cases these people be bringing in there. So it's about to get real.
Uh-oh. They're
I'm a
bringing the
hear what
big
I'm
stuff.
a feel. I should say I'm a hear. I'm a feel whatever they're shooting.
Are there a lot of women at your range? You see a lot of women going there to shoot?
Um,
Hey, Vision.
by themselves, no. Usually when I see women, they're usually with someone. But they do have once a month. Hey, Vision, once a month. I think it's the first Saturday every month. They have like a couple hours that is just women only.
Okay.
It's like a women's meetup. I haven't come to one yet, at all to shoot
Hey,
with them, but
Jova.
I've been up here several times by myself. I don't see a lot of women though by themselves.
I haven't been enough, but hardly ever. But I don't see. I see women, but exactly, it's like they go for like a what's the word? Like just an outing, like axe throwing, just for like a fun day with the
Mhm.
girls. But they're not really, what you
Mhm.
call it? They're not really
Practicing.
enthusiasts. Yeah, it's like they're
Yeah.
not into firearms. No, let's just go with the girls and have like a whatever. I haven't seen that many women at all. At
Yeah, and
all.
I think sometimes with women it feels intimidating to go by yourself because you think that. And I listen, they're watching me. They're watching me absolutely when I'm here by myself. When I was here Monday, when I got done, when I was like put my stuff away and everything, the guy in the stall next to me kind of tapped me. He was like, "Nice shooting." He was like, "I actually was looking at you
Mhm.
he was looking at something. He said your target caught my eye and good job." But they
Yeah.
be looking. They be looking.
Okay.
And
Yeah. I'm
the
glad my
range
nephew
officers
is
are
gonna
always
take me because I'm
watching.
like, that's my problem. I can't, I don't have enough experience to be going up there by myself. And then I know I
So
put it up there so you could read it. Yeah. And it's like, so yeah. And he's a law enforcement, so that's gonna be good for me. I can go with someone who knows what they're doing. And he's a cool cat. So, but
yeah.
not a lot of women. I don't see a lot of women. Um, they don't have an interest in that. Understandably, it's a different culture here, I understand, but not
Mhm.
even just to know how to protect yourself or to, you know,
Mhm.
if your husband
Yeah.
has one or your husband's is a police officer, shouldn't you know how to kind of use it just in case,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they don't have any interest. So I'm like, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So some of my friends were gonna come, but they haven't really followed up about coming. So I kind of dropped. That's done. It's over and done with.
Yeah.
I
It
I'm
took
not.
me a while before I
Yeah.
felt comfortable to come by myself. It really did. When up until the last couple months, I was always here with Zach.
Hmm.
I always meet up with him, and then I finally was like, "You're all he is doing is being there. There's nothing. He's not instructing you. He's not critiquing any. I mean, if he looks to see if there's something that maybe he needs to, but he
Yeah.
wasn't. Because he was like, I was fine. So he wasn't, he was just there. We were just there. Um, and I'm like, no, you got to get out of that. You got to be able to go. You need to just be able to go when you want to go. And so one day I was like, I'm just going to go. And it was great. So ever since then, I just come whenever I want.
That's good, but that's a true feeling because exactly you feel kind of like I don't want to be the only one there, and you're driving up, and it's like it's a nervous feeling, especially when you're
It
new to
is.
it and new to the place. But you have to go. But I'm telling you, over here it's far. It's like out the way. So my nephew's gonna
Mm-hmm.
go, and his friend. Um, but the younger guys from like the wedding, I was talking to them. They're into this. Like they're into it. The
Yeah.
girls, nah. If I go talk about
Mm-hmm.
nails and lipstick colors, oh, they're all into that. But
Exactly.
talking about a magazine, I go, 50, like, what? Huh? Ooh, yeah, they're gone. No interest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to just go. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to get a as you said, like a mantis or something to kind of have a home practicing. So I can practice
Yep.
at home. Um what's Joba saying? Yeah, to go
Yeah,
along. It's a big step. It is a big step. It's
yeah,
not a small thing to get out your car with your
yeah,
backpack, go get your ammo, go to your little section and look like you
yep,
know what you're doing and
yep. Knowing that they looking to see if
intimidating.
you know what
Yeah.
you're doing, if you're gonna, blow up everything. Yeah. And after the
So
first time, I was fine. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
so when you go there, what are your goals? It's just to hit the targets, or are you trying to like how do you push yourself?
I try to tighten my grouping every time. So I try to, that's why when I show the target that I use, I found for whatever reason that one worked for me, but I like having a target that has different points that I'm going to try to hit so that once
Mhm.
I can't see where I'm hitting because I've hit that target in that spot too many times, I move to another target on there. But I just try to tighten up my grouping so my shots aren't too wide.
Mhm.
Sometimes when I first come in, it takes me a little minute to get adjusted. I don't know why. It's like every time I'm shooting too high or too low, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm not looking there, so why am I shooting? So
Are
then
you using an iron sight or are you using
I am.
a optic iron sight? Okay.
I only have two that I put optics on. Well, one my Beretta came with an optic on it, and I added an optic to the platypus. I have another optic, but I haven't added it to anything. I was given it to put on my Canic,
Mhm.
but on the Canic, the PDP, and my everyday, I'm using iron sights. I prefer to be comfortable using iron sights, but I also really like the optics, but I don't want to depend on the optics because
Vision's
it does
asking.
make it easier. The optic absolutely makes it easier to make the shot.
So it almost like if you're not good with the basics, it can cover up your bad. Like if you can't use an iron sight, but from what I'm hearing, it can optic can kind of cover up your missing the basics. Almost like you have to kind of know how
No,
to.
the optic, because the optic has the dot. So you just
Mhm.
point the dot where you want to shoot and you shoot. With the iron sights, you have to literally you have to be able to be visually looking through those sights to see where your target is going, where
Yeah.
your shot is hit based on where you're looking. The red dot helps you with that. It's just going to put your target is going
Put
to
it
be
where it's clear.
target.
Yeah.
You're going to keep a dot there where you're trying to hit, and you're going to fire. So, and the answer to your question, I saw what Vision asked. No, we can't move and shoot in this in this range. This is an indoor, but no, this indoor does not have move and shoot. When we go to the outdoor, so the place that the meetup is going to be at is the outdoor range that Zach and I usually typically go to, and there you could.
Okay.
I haven't done it yet though, and I definitely want to do that type of training. Vision. I have a lot of training that's on my vision board with firearms because I'm following so many ladies now. I'm starting to find the ladies in the 2A
Yeah.
community on Instagram, and so I'm seeing a lot of the training that they're doing, and I'm like, okay, now I'm seeing what I might need to be doing. I don't see that if it's not coming across my timeline. And I like to see the ladies doing. I like to see what the ladies are doing. I like to see what they're carrying. It took me a long time to decide on my carry. I literally just got it this month. And before I chose the one I got, I thought that I wanted, first, I thought it was going to be the Beretta.
Mhm.
Then I was like, it just felt too bulky for me concealed carrying. And
Mhm.
then I was like, but I really like the PDP. I like the way I like shooting it. So I was like, I like the PDP. Maybe I'll have that be my carry. But then when I looked at it, I was like, they about the same size. So why would I do that? Because that's the problem I had with the Beretta.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Somehow I think I was in a gun store and I saw the SIG P365 and I was like, that looks like something I might want to carry, but I had never shot it.
Mhm.
So then I started asking around about it, and then I started seeing there was a lot of ladies carrying it already, and I was like, okay, I think this might be it. Then I was talking to Carbon, and she was saying that she had planned on getting one. She really, really likes it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it, and I like it. I like it for conceal. It's
Hmm.
not as bulky. It's a little thinner, so it conceals well for me. And it's the right size. It's perfect. It's
I
perfect.
saw Jova on his Instagram had a video a while back now. It's been a while. And this lady she was in the store, hands were full. She had it, I guess, in her back, you know,
I saw that
and
one.
then this guy came and
Yeah.
then he took it from her and I'm thinking, and then the caption was basically some caption regarding like situational awareness. The guy was kind of behind her and you could feel like you
And
should
she
have
was like
felt
at a
that
gas
weird
station or
vibe.
something.
And why is it
Mhm.
behind you? And you're like,
And your
why would you
shirt
have
is
something
up.
behind you and you're just in your pants waist, and then someone can just grab? Like, it didn't make any sense. I was kind of irritated by that video, but it shows
Yep.
you like if you're gonna carry, I think a woman should conceal carry. I don't think you
I
should open
absolutely
carry.
agree.
I don't think
I
because that
absolutely
means you got
agree.
to be able to fight somebody when they want to grab your tool. You got to be able to physically fight them. And the guy,
You're
like, she
going
tried
to
to
have to because somebody's going to always try you. So no, just conceal carry. Be
conceal
safe.
carry. I don't think you should be
Don't
having
put yourself
nothing
in a
sticking out.
situation.
No, no. You need the element of surprise if something goes left. So go get your waist, your belly band, whatever you need to buy, and have it properly put away.
Yep.
And if
And
your hands are
carrying
full,
can make
why in
people
God's name are you having
uncomfortable.
chips in your hand and then your firearms not like? Shouldn't you have your
Mhm.
hand like kind of on? Like, I don't know. It was just sloppy. It was just very sloppy,
Mhm.
and I'm just like that. Just it really pissed me off. That it was just
Mhm.
she was so careless with just walking around. And the guy she tried to kind of punch. I don't know what she really tried. It wasn't much because he was already
Mhm.
in motion to go to the door, and she didn't have
Mhm.
no. And that was it. Gone.
Mhm.
Ammo gone. Firearm gone. Gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I knew immediately that I would not be an open carry. First of all, it's uncomfortable for people. Everybody is not comfortable being around firearms. So when
mhm.
they see someone carrying a firearm, what may it be a male or a female, and you're not a police officer, they feel some kind of way.
Yeah,
Why just bring the attention?
exactly.
Um, and plus, like you said, someone trying to take it from you, which there's always going. Listen, that's why we're always saying law-abiding citizens are going to do the right thing. With it, that's because there's other people out there who ain't going to follow the law, and they're looking to break the next one. And if it means taking something from you, they're going to take it.
Exactly.
So yeah,
What's better than a firearm that's not under their own name that they can go off and do all kind of stuff? Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They don't
yeah.
care. So I just was like, yeah, I think you should be just concealed carrying because I don't have time to be fighting, all these random people to protect what's
Mhm,
mine. If you want to take my wallet, go take it. Like I'm not gonna risk a physical hand-to-hand combat. That doesn't make any sense. So why am I gonna have it
mhm.
right there sticking out where I'm not like they watch too much
And it
TV. I think they
probably
watch
it
too much
looked like
TV.
it really was too big for her to be carrying anyway. That's
Mm-hmm.
why it took me a while because some of them aren't big, like they're not like wow, they're this
But they're
long.
thick.
They could be
Yeah.
shorter, yes, but they're thicker, so they're bulky. Even with the waistband, it doesn't really keep coated well. It's kind of heavy in there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's gonna, people will see it profiling through your clothes a little bit sometimes, depending on how you move or shift or whatever. And yeah, I knew that I didn't want that. And I had
Yeah.
tried. I would practice carrying around the house. So I would put like on my waistband
Yeah.
or I also have for like when I wear jeans and stuff, I have like a clip that clips onto your waistband so that you can put your holster there and
Mm-hmm.
carry. And even with both of those, I just was not. It didn't feel comfortable. It was like it just didn't feel comfortable. And when I got the P365, I was like, I was I was very happy. It was comfortable. I was able to wear it. I was able to go places and still feel comfortable and not feel like it was shifting or moving or too
Hmm.
heavy. It was perfect. It
So do
turned
you
out to
find
be
the
a
clips
perfect.
are good? Like I've never put on like do you find that's even like comfortable the clip versus the waistband? Is that shifting on your
Mhm.
like are you wearing leggings? Are you wearing jeans? Like what are you wearing
This was
with the clip?
I wear jeans, and I actually ended up getting that because I saw is it Nina Flores, the one that was on RGG's
I think
channel?
yeah.
I follow her on Instagram, and she wears one, and I was like, oh, I like that. So I ordered one, and it's not cheap. I will tell you that. It's very well made though, and it does not shift. It is very comfortable. It fits inside the waistband of your jeans. It clamps on them, and then you could carry. I prefer carrying inside, so um, you could do either though.
Hmm.
So you can your holster is gonna, most holsters can be either way. You could put the clamp on it to be an inside or outside carrying holster, the ones that I've had. But there's some that you have to buy for whatever way you're planning on carrying. But I found it to be comfortable. I don't have a belt one yet. Well, actually, that's
Hmm.
a lie. I do have a belt one. Joseph Harris sent me one. He had thought I was going to be at the meetup this year, and he had brought it there, so he gave it to Erica to send to me. But I haven't tried that one, the belt yet.
The
I'm
belt
not big
thingy?
on belts because look. Most women ain't trying to wear a lot of com, the clothes that are kind of what am I trying to say?
I
Like
haven't worn a belt
keeping us
since
all
2020, to be honest, because I'm not going to
child,
work. I'm at home, so I'm not wearing a
child,
pants that requires a belt. So I'm wearing like it's all a waist
mostly
elastic
leggings.
waistband. Yeah.
Yes,
And that's
mostly
how I
leggings.
kind of got chunky because I'm like, oh, I wasn't keeping track of how it's stretched. So now I'm back in pants with a button. So I know that if it can't close, I need to go walking. But I'm not
Yeah,
wearing I haven't worn a belt in years.
no.
Now it would
So
be ideal to
I
have a
don't.
belt clip if you're wearing, but yeah, I think I wear
Yeah,
the belly band. 'Cause I don't want to
yeah,
exactly. I don't want to feel self conscious or that it's bulging out because I think
yeah,
being elusive is better. Like nobody knows that you have anything on you. You're going by your about your day to day activities, and no one can see anything on you. That's the
yeah.
best. I think the best
It is.
defense.
And I like that she in her content will show like because a lot of them she did in the summertime, and she was showing how like she would have on jeans or whatever, and she would have on like a crop top, and she still
Mhm.
was concealing. You still did not see her firearm. So
Okay.
I like that. She had a bit. I posted it on my story yesterday. She did one yesterday
Oh,
with
did you?
a band, Nina,
Hold
where
on.
she had a band that went around her waist. It was like high though. It's like right up under the breast, and you just put your holster on there and can still carry there. And I liked it. I don't know if I would like it for me, but I did actually really like that one. It was a thinner band. It wasn't like the one waistband thingies. It was thinner, almost looked like a belt, but it went around the.
I don't think it's there anymore. I see Frosty on your reel and then the
You could
comedy
go to
show.
her page because she actually posted it as a posting on her
'Cause I'm trying
channel.
to
I mean on her
find.
page.
Hold on.
But I liked it. I
Okay.
didn't. I
Mhm.
don't think I looked it up as far as pricing. Um, but I did like it, and I like that's what I like. I like seeing how people are carrying. What are you using? Why do you like it? What do you like about it? I want to hear the details.
Yeah, because that
I want
helps
to
you
hear
make a
what
better
you're
purchase. Because I don't want something that's going to be shifting and always like you don't have time to be readjusting. Hey, bud files, readjusting. That's the last thing you need. And if I'm going to be sitting
talking.
down and it's going to be poking, like I don't want that either. I can't be
Mhm.
sitting in and out the car, going, moving, and have to keep readjusting. Then it's going to be
Mhm.
obvious that okay, what's going on in there? What's going on in there?
Mhm.
I don't want it in my purse. I don't think a purse. I don't think I want it in my purse.
Y'all,
Have
the
you ever carried
kids
your
is out
purse? Like
today.
you've never. Oh, the
I
kids
don't
are out
carry in my
too.
purse. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't typically see the kids here at the range. Now I have seen the kids in the gun store picking out their firearms, but I just saw two different families could go in with their kids, and I can tell that the one dad and his daughter were about to shoot because he had a range bag.
He ain't playing. He's like,
But
this is
the
what we're
kids
gonna
be
do.
here. She looked like she only was like 9 or 10. I love seeing it because they
I
have
think
an
it's good.
interest sometimes too, and some of them are in, do competitions. So
If you're gonna have that in your house, I think your kids should know what it is and how to use them. I don't think
absolutely.
that hold on. Joe was asking which one did you get? P365? Which P3 did you get?
Which
If you don't mind answering that.
P365? What do you mean? Which P365? The 6 hour? Oh, the mic. Oh, I know what he means. Because there are different sizes. Sorry, Joe Obama. I'm waking up a little bit still. I got the micro, not the macro, the micro. And I would show it, but we don't lie. So I can't. But I got the
Yeah, you can't.
P365. It's the
micro. No, she got the mic. Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
thought the macro was still a little bit too bulky, in my opinion. For me, the micro was thinner. So that's why I got that one. I
I'm
was
looking it up
like, what do
now.
you
I
mean
don't think
with
I've seen that one.
there's only a 6 hour P3? No, there's different ones. There's a full size, there's a micro, there's a macro, there's a it took me a minute to get there.
You're like, huh? What? the coffee's still kicking in. Yeah.
I ain't even had that yet, but I have had some caffeine. Well, did I have some caffeine? I think I did.
I'm gonna make a coffee. I didn't make nothing yet. Okay, I do. Yeah, I see. I'm on their site now, so they have the micro.
Yeah, the micros I found to be harder to find, but my store here had one. They had two actually, two left, and I was like, that's what I want. The macros are they're a lot more easier to find, and for guys, that's probably perfect because they don't
need a micro.
like. Yeah, like I know with me, I like the PDP, but I like the He laughing at me. Don't be laughing at me, Joe Bob. Most guys I noticed are liking the PDP-F. I didn't like the PDP-F. So my PDP is I end up getting the full size one. But even if I didn't get the full size, I was not getting the F. So I looked at getting the 4-inch, the 4.5.
What's going on here? They have all kind of fandangles. I see rose gold. They have the elite.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have the egg blue one, Robin's egg blue. That looks like the platypusy kind of one. I said platypusy. That's not how.
And really, the blue is just based on who designed it, because that's what color mine has, a blue on it. But most of the guys I've seen have either, I know Zach's is red and black. You know that Alex, he made his look like the platypus, the platypus color. So he had the green, orange, and gold or something. Or green gold, blue gold, and I forget whatever that platypus.
I think it's like I think it's like the egg. I guess
it was the actual color.
Yeah. Oh, here's it. Micro comp. You have the micro compact. Okay. View product. Okay. That looks nice. It has all the features of a full size, but see, you don't need nothing big, right? You don't have time to you just want something that's gonna work.
No, I like big guns.
Yeah, in the real world, but not for concealed carry. Yeah,
but if I'm I think like 3 of mine are full size handguns. Only two of them have a shorter barrel, which is my my Beretta and the 6.
Mags included, 9 millimeter. I'm looking at it. Well, how many is in the magazine? Is
For
it
the
10
SIG,
or
it's
yeah for the
10.
micro?
I want to get which they do sell a 15
Oh, you can get a
capacity
15.
magazine. That you
Oh,
can
with
get a
the okay
15 for that particular handgun. You
model.
can absolutely get a 15.
Okay,
You
it
can
says you
get a
can add
12
to your
or
speed.
15, so you don't have to just jump over one. There is one in between there, so there's 10, 12, or 15.
Okay,
But it
that
came with
sounds
the
good.
10. Yeah, it came with the 10. Um, so I already looked into it. Actually, I asked before I bought it, like, cause 10, okay.
Yeah, I like to have
Yeah.
as many, and like I have one, but for me, the more rounds, the better. Where I can get as
Mhm.
much as I can before I have to change out the magazine. I think that's better. He
Mhm.
says you can use. Joe was saying you can use the 17 round magazines also.
Really? But
That's
for the
interesting.
micro, are you sure for the micro? And if so, Jova, you know how to send me information. So just send me
Yeah,
something that shows I can get it.
you can get 17.
I don't want it to be really poking out either. Is the 17 going to be like really extending
Yeah,
out? That's another thing I don't want.
I'm good with the
So
15 then. As long as I have extra, I can just change them out. Boom, boom, boom.
yeah, I want to see what the 17 looks like. But yeah,
Yeah, that's a good option. I think 10 is not enough. I think well, that's not enough. But the whole point of
I
having it
know.
is to
I
have as
feel you
much
though.
firepower as you need if something really goes left. Because you're not.
Yes.
It's not for this. It's for serious. If something goes left, you need to know
Mhm.
that those people are going to have as many rounds as possible, and your little 10
Yep.
ain't going to do nothing. And that's if you
Yep.
have. That's if you're a good shot. And I'm probably
Yep.
not. So 10's not going to hit nothing. I'm going to get
You're
4
gonna
hits out
shoot
of
just
10.
like John Wick. We're
Yeah,
gonna
just
all
blam,
shoot
blam,
just like
blam.
John Wick. The actual.
So yeah, he's saying yeah, the macro, he says the P365 macro has 17 rounds and frames are interchangeable.
Oh,
He says use the 17 after you use the 10, 12 rounds.
exactly.
Oh, so he's saying basically don't
I
carry
see
it,
what
but
you mean.
when you're finished with the
Just
10, you click, click,
I
you
got
blam,
you.
blam, 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 blam. What you saying, mother?
I got you. Because I absolutely do need to get more magazines for it. It comes with two,
Yeah.
and I actually want to get more for my PDP and Beretta too, because
So do
they
you
also
carry the
came with
extra
it.
mags in your waistband? Is that what you do? It
I
just has space.
can. I could carry up to 3 in the one that I have. 3
Okay.
extra. Mhm.
So
In the
you can
waistband that
basically
I have.
so that's you can pack a punch with that.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
And then while you're running for your life, you can, talking and rolling, you can plan, 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 get out of there,
Mhm.
and you still got
And
extra
see,
just in
those are
case.
things that sometimes I don't think people think about as well. Not just anybody, but somebody new into it because you just don't know. Like I'm a just don't know person. I'm learning. Um, but you
Mm,
don't think about when you're looking at the belts and the bands and stuff, how many magazines are all you're looking for is the fact that it's going to carry your firearm. But are you, who really is noticing how many magazines they're going to be able to carry in addition with
mm-hmm.
their firearm? So that's something. Those are things that you might want to, pay attention to when you're making your purchases because you want to get the most bang for your buck. So, you know, those are
I
definitely
think
things.
I think so because you don't want to carry in your purse. We've already established like I don't want to, you don't want to. Some people may want to, unless you have a purse that's around your body bag. I don't really carry those, so
Mhm.
um, if my purse is not with me, then it's not going to help me if my magazines are in the purse and it's dropped
Mhm.
over there and I'm now over here and I need some extra rounds that don't make
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
and I'm under stress and I may be missing and not hitting the
Mhm.
target properly because now it's a moving target, not the standalone paper. It's all like it's
Mhm.
so I need as much as I can to kind of make my odds better. not even
Yep.
about being violent. It's about what's gonna get
No.
me the best odds to get out. Because
Yep.
I'm probably not gonna make good I'm not gonna aim as well during a stressful situation. It's not gonna
Yep.
really no. Like I've
Yep.
been axe throwing, never mind, I can't even hit the target. So I'm gonna really be shaking and baking and under stress and hit. No, I'm not gonna hit nothing. I'm gonna be missing. I know I'm gonna be
Mhm.
missing. So if I know I'm
Mhm.
gonna miss, I need as many refills as possible.
Mhm.
It's not
Hey,
a video game.
GT.
Hey GT.
Yep.
It's
I
not a
seen he
video
said
game.
that the Canic has a lot of options. It does. It does.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have the SFX, but I want the Rival S. Um, I've got to shoot Zax, and I really, really like it. So that, but I don't know. It ain't gonna be no time soon for that one because I'm about to go into this really, really ridiculously crazy savings challenge for 2024.
And she wants an AR anyway, so she's gonna be getting that's her next. Well, one of
The
the
AR will be
next
next.
because like Gina's turning into Mike Chaotic. She's obsessed with the firearms now. She's like collecting them like
I
seeds.
am.
She's collecting them
I
like
am.
seeds.
I am.
She want a pink one. She want a fuchsia. She
Listen,
wanted this. She wanted to match her outfits. She wants.
it's funny because when I think about Sarah Cody, I don't even. It's like it's weird the look I wanted to have.
Mhm.
But yeah. Now my carry, I want to keep it just. I want it black.
Simple. Yeah,
I want it
I
just
think it
like it
should be
came.
simple. That's gonna
Mhm.
get banged around more than your nice ones that are kept in a case. The one that you're
Mhm.
carrying is gonna get banged around a lot more.
Mhm.
So I don't think that's as important to be fancy with that one. But to
Mhm.
each their own. Not knocking anyone who does.
Mhm.
But that's
I
gonna
did
get a
do the
lot more
base
wear and
plates.
tear.
That's probably as good as it's gonna get. They're blue. They're like a turquoisey blue, and it has
Yeah.
GG on it. But that's as fancy as it's getting on that firearm. It's the base plate on the magazine. That's as good as it's getting.
Yeah, aka Proud Mary. Yeah, Gina's now Proud Mary.
I'm done.
She's like, don't come to her house and take her cabbages because Gina's not about that life. She's like, take what? Take
No,
don't touch nothing in that backyard.
don't touch
Don't
nothing. Matter of fact, if you touch the fence, you already gone too far.
you
I was
gone too
out
far.
there. I was out there yesterday morning. I heard you talking about having different
Mesquite
types of stuff in your around your house so you know when people are in your space. And we have one of those motion lights in our backyard. So I, I don't even we're never back there at nighttime really. Other than in the summer, sometimes I go back there to maybe take care of something real quick in the garden before I go in the house, but typically we're not. So I hadn't been out there in who knows how long when it's dark. And I went out there yesterday morning and it was still dark and that light flicked on and I was like, well, at least I know it's still working. That's
exactly.
listen, at least I know it's doing its job.
Because
But
this again,
nobody should get in my backyard because I have a 6 foot privacy fence. So if you get in that yard, you're asking for trouble.
you're asking for it. You
You're
asking for
asking
it.
for trouble.
So
Yep,
don't start none, there won't be none. But people think that they're
exactly.
gonna try you. They think they're gonna come and try you. They think that, oh, you're soft. Gardeners are soft. They don't, they're soft. Okay.
Mhm.
You're gonna find out. We don't play about our cabbages and our greens. We don't play.
Listen, you see how we get rowdy about these dang on squirrels and stuff. You
I'm
think people
telling you.
gonna be getting the benefit
You
of the
think you're gonna
doubt?
oh god. My
Oh,
friend's mom, her neighbor went in her yard when she came to church and helped herself to the apples. I said, "Did you confront her?" She's like, "What?" I go, "Let me tell you something. My neighbors know. They didn't even get to. They know. Do not enter my backyard without my permission under any circumstance. The only time I will allow it is if say like something's wrong, like there's something that they need to fix, like something's leaking or some kind of something. It's an emergency." They can do that, but they know like text me and let me know, okay, the hose was running, I turned it off for you or whatever, but don't just walk in there, shop for my stuff, and then go over. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't do it to them. Don't do it to me. I'm not
That's
not
right.
out that life. I will
That's
come to your door and make a scene. I don't like that. That's disrespect. To me, it's disrespectful. So we have an
Mhm.
understanding. But if I have to go back there to go move something to help benefit you because something fell over or something, yeah, no problem. I have no
Mhm.
problem. But don't just walk up in there shopping for my. I said, what? Shop from her apples to help themselves to her crops. When she was not home, not when she was there. That just tells you.
Yeah, I be
They,
people watching. If y'all
they
wonder where
know
my
it's her.
eyes keep
Oh,
going,
I know you're always watching. You're watching who's in front of you, behind you. What are they
I've been
doing?
watching.
You have to. You can't sit in your car and just be a sitting duck. You got to see who's coming around, who's walking in and out.
I watch
But
what
I'm
they
gonna.
carrying, what they if they look, because
Yeah,
this
they look
chick that just went in,
suspicious.
I'm like, I think she's carrying in this bag that she got across her body.
I'm gonna cut it now. I'm gonna go to the store and make just do one pickup. That's it, because I'm done for the weekend. Too much crowd there. I'm not going to the liquor store. That's done. That should have gone there last weekend. It's too much crowd. But everybody have a
Hmm.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Maybe
everybody.
Happy New Year.
I'm about
I
to
might go live next week. You're going live, right? You're going the New Year's Eve,
New Year's Eve. Yep.
Sunday night. Okay, that's Sunday
Yep.
night. Okay, New Year's Eve, live with Gina. I
Yep.
think she's doing a giveaway. I'm not too sure. We'll soon find out. Maybe. Hint, hint. I think so. Make sure you guys are over there and subscribed to Gina versus Gina. And who won the bean thing? I missed the replay. I haven't watched it yet because I was at the wedding on Thursday.
Okay, so a lot of people technically, because Miss Felicia gave away two $20 cash apps for
Mhm.
the people who participated. So
Okay.
really wasn't a win or lose. It was just
Because everybody,
participation.
yeah.
And then she did four $5 cash apps for just the people who support the channel all the time.
Okay.
And then Lydia ended up coming in and doing two $25 cash apps. And then I ended up doing two $25 cash apps. So there was a lot of winners that
Oh, a
night.
lot of prizes all around. See, I think everyone left for the prize then.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was there.
Look, let's just say if y'all in something and Howard J show up, I know you probably still listen to Howard J.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Howard J show up, y'all just leave because he's gonna win it and he ain't gonna give you any. He's just gonna rub it in your face.
How does he win everything all the time? Like,
He is
how is it
back
even
on his
possible?
streak.
And
He
he
is
left the 2A and come over here in that foolishness. Now taking over our prizes.
He has got his streak back. He was last night on RGG. He was the very first person who won. The very first. I'm like, God dang.
Ah, we salty over here. My goodness. Like, can you just leave the room?
Like, save us some.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And half the time he's at work. He's like, oh, you see him in the mirror. Yeah,
He
yeah,
was.
Then a little click.
He was. He
And
was at work.
you're sitting there, paying attention right there, ready. Nothing. When they
Yes.
never get called out yet.
Yep.
2 years in a row, we're nothing. All right.
He's
Next
killing it. But yeah, we definitely gonna hang out New Year's Eve, y'all. So pull up
Okay.
if y'all ain't doing nothing.
Hold on,
BYOB.
bring your own drinks. Bring your own drinks because she ain't serving no liquor. So have your stuff ready.
But I'm gonna have
And we'll
mine.
see you so no Friday, but we're gonna be there Sunday.
Correct.
Okay. And I think J3GS is probably gonna go live on Friday.
Probably.
Miss Shirley's probably gonna go Thursday.
Yep.
Is Erica going this Wednesday? I don't know if she's gonna be off or she's gonna go
She will not be off. Listen, these people think they need their stuff. So she actually has to be to work like
Hey, African.
right after Christmas. So very early Tuesday. Like 1:00 on Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
So most likely she probably won't be going. Okay.
She's probably not.
Okay,
right
so
now,
that's
Billy's taking a break. We got to deal with Billy because he thought he was gonna be able. He just was gonna walk away from YouTube. We're like, no, sir.
Oh no,
No,
nope.
sir.
No,
Your
sir.
channel is needed. We need you.
Yeah.
Stop playing with us.
I enjoy it. I enjoy his channel.
He's one.
Definitely.
He's actually he's definitely top 3 of my favorite 2A channels that I follow.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty
And
much.
I'm not even gonna say who the other 2 are because I don't want nobody to be running back and telling people they name
Yeah,
what
and
man.
then get into a fight. Yeah, but definitely top. I don't even watch that many 2A channels. It just so happens that people that I watch do both. I don't really have 2A. Like I do watch Big Dre. I do watch 2A in LA for the reviews, but I'm not really watching 2A content. And like
Yes,
Carbon's not only 2A, Erica's not
yes,
only 2A, so I don't really put them in that category. So the only one
yeah,
is really Billy, and I do go to RGG occasionally, and
yeah,
Fat Guy, but he only goes live once a month,
yeah.
so it's not like it's
I
like
like the turkeys too. Do you follow Tactical Turkeys?
no. I go there
Oh,
sometimes, but I don't. I don't
see, I
see
like
any
theirs.
firearm. Like, is there fire? I haven't seen firearm like. Is it me?
Like
Am I
content.
seeing
I don't know if they
like
do videos, but their chats are typically have to do a
yeah,
lot
like the
with.
chat, but I haven't seen any because I don't always go
Yeah.
into lives because they're very lengthy. So never
Mhm.
mind look who's talking. I'm here for 3 hours, but I don't really go
Mhm.
and watch live. So if they have videos, I will watch because I can watch a 20-minute video, a 50-minute video. I
Yep.
went to um it's another lady I started watching. A few people I watch, and then but if it's only lives and not content, most likely no, because I can't
Yeah.
sit down and watch. I'll watch My Fly Family because the bunkers are hilarious, so you go and watch replay of that. But no, that's just me personally.
Yep.
Um, I can't watch
Yep.
all these lives; it's too much of my time. Even with the
Oh
gardening
no.
community, if I'm
Yeah.
not there, I most likely won't watch the full replay, but I'll watch your videos and your shorts, like no problem.
I
I can't.
agree.
Yeah, I
I
can't. So
agree.
that's probably why I don't follow them because I don't think I saw any content on the
I don't know if I've ever seen videos over there. I'm sure they
no.
probably have done some, but I mostly see live.
And I know from you I got onto Lou Tactical, so I follow her now on Instagram. And
Did you
I
see
already
that
have
bull crap that
Frosty.
went down this week? I'm like, why?
I saw
Why?
what she was saying, but I didn't get like what was his I don't know. There's always foolishness. There's always some I was already in my own foolishness over here, so
I
whatever.
agree. I'm just so I am really disappointed in some of the conversations I'm seeing though with black men negatively against black women. I just don't like it, but whatever.
Well, you don't know where we oh.
It bothers
I
me
don't
because
mind say I say what I say. I don't even really I'm not too concerned, but people will be very sensitive. That's why there's certain I've been in certain lives, you've been there too. And it's like it's not the host, it's the people in the chat saying stuff. And it's like
child, I know
and
what
then
you're
I
talking
said
about.
and I addressed it. Oh, I'm black because they don't know who I am. So they don't know if I'm black, white, or pink. They're like, well, I can say because I'm black, so I can say about black women. I go, no, you can't because I'm a black woman and you're not speaking on my behalf. You're just talking
Mhm.
smack because you're upset. And they're saying these blanketed statements, not about women. I could take, talking about
Mhm.
women, but he's always saying black women. And I'm like,
I
yeah,
agree.
some of y'all toxic AF. And talking about we toxic,
As
no, you toxic
F,
AF.
yes.
Toxic. And making these
You know
blanket like everybody.
exactly. I
We
like
all in
that.
the same no.
Kava Gun Club GC, Kava GC,
Mm-hmm.
um, is putting together a mental wellness comedy show for men. Great. I love it. I love to see it. I hope that thing is standing room only
Mm-hmm.
because I think that a lot of times with men, they feel, because some people can make them feel away when when they're having to go to like therapy and stuff to work through things, and they shouldn't feel away. If that's what you need, that's what you need. We all done went through some stuff in
All
life,
of us.
and some of us
Stuff.
carry trauma, and some of us are able to work through that trauma because we're not afraid to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it being a space for our men to come together and and it will be a space for them to feel comfortable to talk. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
So I hope that a lot of people show up. I hope that
I
thing
hope so.
gets.
Because
I hope
they
there's standing
definitely
room
need
only.
it. Because I don't know
Mhm.
what I couldn't believe when I went back through the chat, because you can't believe that somebody typed that. Like
I
the
know.
insults were ridiculous. We're all
I
fat.
know.
We need to worry about our weight and all kind of insults. If I'm fat, I'm fat. That's me. Me being fat doesn't mean that we're all
Yep.
fat. Everyone's different. Like, come on.
Yep.
Like,
I keep
I didn't come
forgetting
here to
that
be
day in
insulted.
April in the States. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that. I got your hoodie on today too, Jay and
Yep.
April. I keep
They in
forgetting they're in the
Texas.
States.
I know it's weird, eh? Because now it's like
Uh-huh.
they're in the same time, like pretty much the same
We're in the
time
same
zone.
time, pretty much. They're a couple hours behind me because I don't know for sure. Every part of Texas is a couple
Jova
hours,
saying
but
they
I know.
need safe spaces too. For sure, you need safe spaces.
Absolutely,
But some of y'all need to stop talking
absolutely.
because you be insulting us. Like he knows you were there too, Jova. Some of these people they ain't right. Everything
Yeah,
was an insult.
and
We're not even talking
right.
about relationships. We're talking about other stuff, and everything was in jab, 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 jab. Then when I jab you back, you're gonna get mad and say, "Oh, you see, women are no." You've been poking the bear, and I've been sitting here being quiet, and you keep poking.
Yeah,
Stop going around
but he's
insulting
right.
people
Joe
and
Boss
check
said,
your
"Hurt
friends.
people," and they do. Hurt people, hurt
My
people.
goodness.
But that's why I want people to feel safe, like they have safe spaces to talk, because they should.
Yeah.
And you know what? A person that judges somebody for getting the help that they need probably needs help themselves.
Majorly, 100%, 100. They need help themselves, and they're in denial about it.
They
But
shouldn't be judging anybody.
I think we need to deal with our issues and stop putting people in categories and insulting people who have nothing to do with what you've been through. That's not acceptable. Like,
Yep.
and talking like it's the gospel truth, like that your perspective is the gospel truth. No, that's your truth, not everyone's truth. Deal with what you've been through and don't put us all, I didn't go to people's lives to be insulted like by a complete stranger hiding behind a keyboard.
Exactly.
Like, that's not cool. We're too grown for that. And you're 50 plus? No. Something's wrong with you.
That
You need
was.
to deal. That's not acceptable. Not acceptable.
I agree.
And I said, did I come here to get back? Oh no. Well, I'm kind of saying without saying, it's not a very good environment. It's kind of unhealthy over here. I don't really like it. This is not normal.
Yeah, I even sugar to perk
Yeah,
myself up. I gotta go in here.
Yeah, I ended the live like 10 minutes ago. Oh, we dipping too. We've been dipping, but we haven't dipped yet. We've been dipping. That's supposed to be.
We out.
You're gonna go cry. Oh, you're not. Oh, come on. He's gonna go crying. No, thanks, Jova. Go enjoy yourself.
Have a good day, everybody. Merry Christmas.
No, man, I'm telling you.
But I'll probably see y'all in the streets.
Merry Christmas, guys. Have a good day. Happy New Year. Yeah, you'll see me in the streets. We'll see me in the streets, or if not, we'll text and say, "Hey."
Yep.
So bye, guys.
Well,
be kind to yourself.
Y'all be looking for my
and
shorts.
Be kind to others. We need to work on that part. Yeah,
I'm about to go.
Put the black paint under your eye. You're gonna go in there. Bye.
For my game face.
I'm gonna press. Where's the end button? Make sure I press the end button. Bye.